12 minutes.
So special to us.
Let's see.
What's going on through your mind? Because
Malamang game number 1 na agad daw. Yes, yeah.
Some of our predictions have actually gone.
Siyempre, agahan natin ngayon kasi first game of the day. Blacklist versus ano?
I can already see, I can feel it going on, man. And the thing about
Versus Onyx.
story between Blacklist and Onyx.
Hindi man tayo ano, hindi man tayo ganyan ka-delayed. 19 minutes lang ako. 17 minutes ito.
Obviously, being a Filipino myself, I have to vote for them.
Well, you know, at the very least,
5 minutes late. Mo 16 minutes late ako. So ito bands. Estes, Eve, Aldous. Blacklist bands, Hayabusa, YSS, saka Nathan. Yo, Aishi. Not lang ako. Not lang. Not odd lang.
Every single game is a best of 3 in the normal matches. So let's see.
So ito, Onyx Indonesia versus Blacklist ng Pilipinas. Dalawa silang nasa lower bracket, best of 3 to. So kung sino man matatalo series na to, uuwi na. Uuwi na sila. Wala na. Pakito will be the first pick of Onyx PH. Onyx PH, Onyx Indo. Blacklist lang sa alam, natalo sila ng NA, man. Natalo sila ng North American team, si BTK. Ay, kagon pa naman yan. Nagsisimula pa lang ako eh. Na naman tayo sa doorbell eh. Okay. I-go on ko lang to. Kaya po na pahala. I'll be back.
Since FIL Season 8, have it not been banned automatically, I'm pretty sure that Blacklist International would have put that Beatrix in on top of their pick list. But now, with combination with the Rafaela, this makes total sense. However, this does tell you that Blacklist International already have revealed their hand. Rome, Rafaela, as well as the Beatrix in the gold lane.
Well, let's hold our horses here for a little bit. We don't know whether Drian is going to go for something absolutely crazy in the gold lane. And maybe Beatrix is the only solution to that problem. So, let's see how they play this out as High Loss and as well as Farsa immediately locked in for Onyx. Yeah, last time we saw the High Loss and the Farsa, it was just all over the place. Remember, the Farsa went to the gold lane, not the mid lane. They swapped the whole thing up, and that's the thing about Onyx. You really don't know where any of them are going. This can be the Paquito XP in the High Loss in the jungle. It can also be the High Loss in the Roamer position and Paquito in the jungle, or just any of those crazy variations.
Yeah.
It is just so crazy to see, and especially Farsa, one hero that we've usually just seen in the mid lane.
Yep.
They bring it to the gold lane, so literally every single pick right now is a flex. Personally, I love it because especially when you're on the blue side, you have priority over first pick in that first phase, but you want to make sure that you're
what do we
so
miss?
that when the people on the red
Bako
side
lang muna
cannot
guys
punish you
Gusto kong makita yung win rate ng mga to eh. Ilan ba yung ibabak ko? 20 seconds. Gusto ko lang makita yung yung win rate. Yung bais ka 57% and hindi pa rin natalo predict mo. Tinignan ko yung official predict ko 50% lang raw. So 57% Farza. Barats, okay. Barats isa sa mga usual counters ng ng pangalan nito, ng Blacklist laban sa Paquito. Ano mga na-miss ka dito? Wild Rift Gods. Nag-Wild Rift ka na ba, Aishi? Ulit Wild Rift. Onyx predict ko 2-1. Grabe ka. Wait, 2-1? Bakit may 2-1? Dito sa buong Kasi inisip ko yung guess wala naman yata 2-1 eh. Wala, basta predict ko according to the guess, ginawa ko blacklist pa rin. Game 1, game 2. So 2-0. Nakastopa pa kayo. Short blacklist. Tingnan natin. Tinanggal niya lang ang Alice ni Oheb. Claude Ban. Sumpa predict. Hoy, 50% correct ako. 50%. Pagkatapos ng laban na to, napapakita ko sa yun sa akin. Oo, 50-50 tayo. 50-50. Madaya sa 50-50 na yan kasi madaya sa 50-50 na yan. Itong last day, itong araw na to, syempre nag-predict ako, di ba? Nag-predict ako today. So lahat yon counted as pa rin, guess.
picking
Counted
up
as
Phoenix
guess.
was their
So,
very
mas
kind of
taas yung percentage ko kaysa 50-50.
But kind of makes me think, Haji actually
Wala pang ano eh, wala pang
So in
what do you
it
call
would be
this?
the Harith ban from Onyx.
Wala
Yeah,
pang
I think really good reads coming in from both Onyx and Black
win or
List
loss
International
dun sa
here.
mga
I think
predicts ko
Onyx
today,
still
pero
force
parang
Onyx
dinagdag na
to
nila sa
win
number of
early.
guesses,
Still
ganun.
wide out in the open here, but if you pair it up with
Ang ina
someone
talagang
like
tinarget ban nila si
the
Oheb
issue comes up
Tinanggal
again.
nila yung
Who's
ano,
going to stop
Harit
this
saka yung
Farsa
Alice.
from, you know, zoning them out of these
At kayo
lanes?
magre-report sa isa't isa na meron. Ako 100. Sige nga, patignan nga si Yaba nga. Tignan nga ng 100%. Now now mo na i-send.
This Hylos and Farsa.
Gusto mo makakita yung M3 ha? Nanonood ako. Ay, nako.
It's just that they revealed it all too
Sige.
early. Let's see how Blacklist shall react to this.
Alam mo talaga pera eh, no? Saan makikita? Mamaya pakita ko sa'yo. Pagkatapos ng game. Yung Reynos. Okay, so Barats is going to be the core, malamang. Ayaw sa sariling bansa. Ano siya, practical siya kasi tatalo daw Blacklist eh. So kung nagboto ka sa BTK, matalino ka.
Roger looks good now for Onyx.
Blacklist choke, ang putik.
As it is good against the Uranus as well as the
Hindi ko nakita kung ilan percentage win yung Barats sa Uranus. 75, oy. 75% win ang ninyo, Uranus.
So maybe Onyx Indonesia are thinking
Yung
twice
Onyx,
about that particular
they
hero.
could go for an
Wow,
XP
Edward.
lane
He's not
plus
not
gold
having
lane.
the bangs and- oh,
Ay, okay.
Kupa.
Popol.
Okay, I like it. I kinda
Popol
like
gold.
Popol in this particular
Selena. Ay, hindi.
situation.
What?
Selena to deny. Yeah, I like it. So far, Blacklist International still
What?
waiting
Yeah.
on
Sino ang core ng Onyx?
potentially or a gold lane.
Yes, so the Popol and Kupa allows for the Demon
Okay. Selena Rome. Tapos XP Hylos.
A Kagra. Alright.
XP Hylos.
Beatrix to be played
Okay.
by
Gold, Popol.
I'm really surprised that the closing picks of both teams are pretty.
Ilan yung percentage ng Kagura na win rate?
This will be a Kagra. Alright. So a Haji special.
Wait lang. Titingnan ko yung win rate. Gusto kong makita yung win rate sa mga gagong to eh.
Situation, but they're also
23 lang. 75 yung Popol.
I like it. So far,
Ang baba ng win rate ng Selena.
still waiting on
Matalo sa RRQ Indo versus Onyx PH. Mga kalaban ng panalo dyan.
For the Demon Hunters.
Tagal pa niyan.
And this will be
Kasi upper bracket, matagal-tagal pa eh. Ilang araw pa yan eh.
Beatrix to be played by
Late.
Open.
This is late by what? Ilang
I'm really
minuto?
surprised that the
17 minutes.
closing picks of
We're late by
both teams
17
are
minutes,
pretty
guys.
normal.
So, fast forward natin ng konti. Bukas na ba? Ano to ba? Sige nga. E di bukas. Sa bagay, kasi lower brackets tapos na today. Ito na yung second round ng lower brackets. Tama.
Like I said, right? That's the expression that we're looking for.
No,
and
all
that's
lower
the
bracket
expression
lahat today.
that fits this one.
All
However,
best of 3. Pero after today after today na lower brackets, lahat puro best of 5 na astig.
Well, that's true. Is it going to be
Tingnan
standard?
natin
Is it gonna
how
be preparation?
Hylos
One
does
way to
against
find
Uranus.
out. It's Onyx versus Blacklist International in a best of 3. Let's play this one out. Edward as well as Boots just taking their time. Boots doing a really good job overall, winning his trades against Edward and trying to zone him off of the wave.
Yeah, the main reason why I prefer Onyx Esports draft over to Blacklist International, sure.
Go
Blacklist did get
Onyx!
their comfort picks, but what you need to put into this game is those.
Ay, hindi pala yan yung official na slogan nila. Ano pala siya? It's Onyx time! Tama ba? I think yun yung sa Onyx eh. It's Onyx time.
Secondly, you already have such an aggressive jungler in the Paquito. Sure, it can be nullified by the Barrett, but with these.
I'm not sure kung both Onyx Indo and Go Onyx ba yun sa Indo? It's Onyx time yung Pilipinas. Okay. So tama pala yung Go Onyx. CW. Oh no, CW. Patay daw ang inyong Beatrix.
In time. That's going to be a Razor. First blood going in.
Ay, walang nangyari. Keyboy. Venus.
Oh, is that going to kill? Oh, yes, it's Keyboy who pulls it off.
You can see
Bastos!
CW picking up the weapon master.
Nako, 2 kills na ang inyong Onyx Esports.
The idea is you always just poke out the Beatrix and you're gonna have a better matchup. Also, he flickered to the north and I love that play coming up from CW, outplaying 2 of the members of Blacklist International. Surely he died.
Walang
but he
late
was
game
the-
Onyx.
He was still alive when Oheb fell.
Yeah, and what
Well,
we see
pinaka-late
is
game na nila yung
is the wave, right? The
yung
wave was
Popol.
really good for Onyx Esports. They were able to zone away the members, and again, it's gonna be Oheb bullied, shut down.
Pero yung ginagawa kasi ng
Just like
Onyx
these
Esports
victories,
dito with
and
this
look at
kind of
CW is doing,
with this
using
kind of
that,
item.
and look,
Oh my Venus, he's getting punished here. Oh, but he manages to stop Drian's feather airstrike just
Ano
in
yung
time.
sinasabi ko?
Playing from high, saving
munti ka
Oh
na
My
munti ka na si Venus na
That
naman.
happening too often,
Tapos
but
yung Oheb din, ang
Blacklist
baba na rin ng
very
buhay.
tightly together.
Look at this. Outer turret energy shields out as well as what? 30% HP left on the turret in the bottom lane. That play coming out from Sans. Yes, he wasn't able to secure the turtle for Onyx Esports.
Wasak
but they
agad,
have
gago.
secured a turret
2.5
at 2
minutes,
and 45 seconds.
gago.
Just a trade. Oh my God, macro plays, man.
Really, really good. They're just abusing the fact that, you know,
So, gabi. Wala pang 3 minutes,
Yeah, this is
sabog
what I
kagad
said,
yung
right?
bottom
On
lane
esports,
turret.
I've seen them play this so many times in MPL ID, and this is exactly what they like to do. Look at where the Popon Koopa is going. Right after they get the turret on the bottom side, sure, go and get your neutral objectives. We'll get pressure on the map, so the later neutral objectives will be all controlled by us. The side lane is the name of the game, and with these heroes like the Uranus, it is going to just completely get bullied out.
Well, look at this lane switch from Onyx very early on, but they want to really push and maybe get some gold into Boots and
Up,
GPS,
up,
because
up,
CW
Venus.
Right now, CW doesn't even need more gold because he already got a turret for himself.
Ang sakit ng ano? Ng isang dila ni Barats. Okay.
Arrow does land on Oh My Venus, but Nibiru's Passion gonna zone them away. Keyboy losing 50% of his HP, but here comes the rest.
Ang galing ng mga casters, eh, no? Uy, 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 uy! There is that ulti.
But there is no wave to continue on this dive.
There is that ulti coming out from the Beatrix kahit na nalugi siya.
By the side of Onyx Esports after the fact that they already saw the Barats as well as the Rafaela. Normally, well, at least before, we see the Selena being first picked by teams and answered
I'm
by
scared.
a Barats
With
as well as the
zips.
Rafaela. The Barats having the resilience from the big guy makes it so that you can tank up the arrow, as well as the Rafaela healing any arrow target so that
Ang
when-
agang nawala
when
ng
the
bottom
team
lane
that
turret,
picked up
kaya
the
ang
Selena
aga rin
over
na
gets, they get
nag-swap
easily
lanes yung mga
punished.
tao.
Onyx Esports still pick up the Selena despite the fact
Yo,
that
Rogen.
that makes it this draft so interesting.
So we are
So far, so good,
16
though.
minutes delayed. It could be natapos na yung laro in the actual, but we don't know. Pero ano to? Onyx Indonesia versus Blacklist ng Pilipinas, syempre. I don't think there's... Oh! That ulti! Keyboy? Keyboy? Makakapatay ka pa ba ng isang Venus? Patay din si Venus. Grabe! Nakatakas pa nga! Edward.
Does he have a concentration? No, he does not. He might be in a little bit of trouble here, but can he take out Keyboy just in time? No, Keyboy makes sure that Wise is
Nako
hit
po,
by the
Boots,
initial
baka
arrow.
mamatay ka.
Now, the backup is here. Drian,
Ay, okay.
another
Nabuhay.
airstrike in the zone of
Okay.
doesn't-
Yan yung problema ko sa sa lineup ng Blacklist versus netong sa Onyx. Kasi, ano ang sagot nila sa total zoning na ginagawa ng Onyx Esports? Right? Kasi ito, ang dami na ng zone, Selena na pwede mag-zone gamit lang ng ano niya, ng arrows niya. Farza na pwede mag-zone from afar. Hylos na nag-zone, face you up, right? Pakito, face you up din from mid-range until melee range. So, ang dami ng pang-zone, tapos tapos plus isa pa, yung pang-zone na Koopa. Diba? So, ang dami na ng pang-zone.
What did Onyx do? They made it. They isolated the members via the map pressure they put onto the map, and look how they're playing it again. Blacklist, they're getting caught out every place, every single lane.
Yep, they're trying to defend as much as they can, and I mean, so far it feels like Blacklist in for. Oh no!
Oh shit!
Sans! Is he gonna get it? Wise manages to get the Daytona's welcome just in time. He should be able to walk away from this, but Sans, he's not happy with
Ooh.
this. He's gonna fully commit the amount of time enough for the cooldowns to come back off.
3 turrets for Onyx
Wasak
Esports.
ang inyong
Very
Wise.
surprised at Blacklist International
Doon.
before that play. They were actually closing in the gold, and there's not much.
So,
for Onyx
pinaka
Esports.
ano lang nila dito is Uranus na pumasok sa lineup ng Onyx. Pero even though papasok si Uranus sa kanila, like kunyari, if you are Farza, somebody like Farza, you don't really care about Uranus going to you, right? Kasi hindi ka naman maka-cancel ulti mo. Wala naman siyang burst damage. Unless sobrang tagal mo sa range ng Uranus first skill and second skill, you're not gonna die. You are not in any threat of dying laban sa Uranus. So, safe na safe ang ang Farza dito. Tapos yung Popol pa, di ba? Blacklist to. Yun nga. Yun yung mga questions ko on how they can get this game. How can they get this game? Kasi wala silang pang ano. Wala silang pang zone. Oh, that's it though! From Kagura! Ulit natin yan. Gago, ulitin natin. Tingnan mo Haji. Just look at Haji. Just look at Haji. He's just in the death bush. Look at that. Okay? Okay. Tayo lang. Biglang lagay. Biglang ulti. Pasok, labas. Dalawa, patay. Woo! Yummy. So, isa yan sa mga ano nila, techniques nila. Pag nakachamba sila. Okay, si Sans mahuli. Mababa ang kanyang buhay. Patay. Uh-oh.
That's exactly why Blackness are so scary. You can get the lead, but they are just so composed. They know how to play the game, and they're going to force.
Dahil dyan, Blacklist International now leading.
You see that?
Yung mananalo, hindi matatalo. 100% legit. 100% legit, man.
Touted as the MVP machine already, formerly known as the KDA machine, now is the MVP machine. So far, has been really good for Blacklist International. You see, Onyx Esports, the
KDA machine naging MVP machine. Ano katarantaduan niya?
They lost 2 buffs in their own side of the jungle as well as a
Bigat ni Wise. Well, Barats siya. Mabigat naman talaga ang Barats. He fat, man.
Nope, it's 1,500 gold lead for Blacklist.
He's literally big and juicy. He's a big juicy dinosaur. Tapos na game 1. Kailang yan. Di pa nag-MVP si Wise sa M3. Who cares?
If they don't get that snowball, honestly, Blacklist International, they can't just keep on looking for these fights. Onyx, what they need to do right now is isolate Blacklist International.
So currently, si Drian, Drian really needs to be more mindful of his positioning. Siya yung 0 kills, 2 deaths right now on that Farza. GG kay Albert. Bakit naman kay Albert? Kailangan mo talaga maging MVP. Hindi naman.
Free turrets as well. They have equalized already. And whatever Onyx Esports built in the early
yung maganda sa Baras, syempre, natural counter sa Selena yan. Like, sige, stun mo ako. It's gonna be gone instead of 3 seconds. It's gonna be gone in like 1 second. Mga ganun. Kailangan ba tanso? Ano pa naman yung tanso na yan? Proof na walang ambag. Ano pa naman yan? Pag walang ambag, 3.0. Okay. 3.0 na yan.
But at the same time, they just need to farm up right now. I wonder what they're waiting for.
Okay, pakito.
The winter truncheons on their mages.
I mean, they don't have to, but we're looking
Sakit
at
na.
adaptation coming in from Onyx Esports. They make the decision to get a split push and get a tier 2 down on that bottom.
Nakakuha ng tier 2 para sa isang Lord, though.
It's an okay trade. It's an okay trade. Definitely better for Blacklist International.
Definitely better.
Onyx, they really can't go for these contests. Again, Blacklist with their composition, they are
Sans?
able to dominate every single
Oy, Sans, pumapasok pa rin siya.
But Onyx, they are still pulling the punches and going in. That's half HP taken out of Oheb.
Yeah, I mean, but there's no real commitment. They're just waiting for the Lord. If they fight now, it's really not going to mean much and could hurt Onyx Esports more than it should.
I was actually surprised the Blacklist International did not get the kill onto CW. If I was looking just at the minimap, the pincer maneuver was already perfect. But I guess with Sans just positioning himself well, he helped CW get out. He did commit the flicker, but at the same time, he got a farm in the bottom lane anyway. So all is good for...
Mapatay si Haji. Haji already died once though. 2-1-2.
It'll still be super difficult for them.
Although, ayan, tied sila ni Venus for highest KD. Kill participation ba KD tuloy? Highest kill participation. Haji Oheb. Si Oheb, tingnan natin how much of an impact pa meron kay Oheb. Oh, there is the flicker.
As the rest of Omnic is going to start backing away, looking for space. It's going to hit on towards Edward.
Naku po, okay boy, you are very low. Okay, wala na kagad ang ano.
If they can get an inhibitor, this would be a big win for Blacklist International as they continue the siege. It's not exactly going into anybody's favor. The Yin Yang overturn and all the ultimates have been wasted here. No inhibitor turns at all for Blacklist International as they will break another tier 2 down on mid side.
Hey, that's huge. That's huge. 2 tier 2.
That's it.
In exchange for the Lord, might be 3 tier 2s, and that's a lot of economical damage that they're able to give to Onyx.
It's true, it's true, it's true.
And the thing is, right now for Blacklist International, what they need to do is again just clump up to 5, just push every single side lane, and that's gonna be GG easy. Onyx, they really have.
So currently, Blacklist International at 11 minutes, going 12 minutes, they're leading by 3.6k gold.
them to
And
be able
tingnan
to
natin yung mga
isolate Blacklist,
itemization.
but at this point, they don't
COD
need to
Lightning
isolate
for
Blacklist.
Kagura as usual.
International, the classic
Atinas,
ultimate
Anticuras
bonding
lang ang
experience.
inyong
We
ano,
see them. I
Rafaela.
always say that the
Thunderbelt
ultimate time
online
for
for
the time is always around
War
7
and
minutes.
Warax as well
If
for
you
the
see that
Barats.
in the mid-lane fight.
Tatlo
Pero
ng
pag
defensive
5 minutes
items
before,
na
that was
meron
the
si
fight that
Edward.
they were able to
Kasama
win.
na sa defensive
Eventually,
item na
they
yun
took
yung
over. You see
talisman,
them
defensive
really
quote
take
unquote.
advantage of when they
Tapos,
they punish heavily when
Athena
their
shield na si
opponents
ano,
give
si
up.
Oheb
Onyx Esports had
So
a
he's got
major
Athena
slip
shield
up in that
DHS
mid lane.
and
However,
oh
though,
shit, Edward.
Ooh,
Ooh, that was so close. That was so close.
That's really nice. His wise gets
Oof.
hit by the abyssal arrow. They steal
Munti ka na yun, ha?
and things are all
That's
fine
like,
and dandy, except this day
oy, may nakain.
going to connect towards high loss here. It's going to be the drive attribution.
Okay, stun.
The holy healing can only do so much as the Beer's passion tries to push him away. Edward manages to get
Napatay
up on
isa,
there. Boots
pero
is going to be on the chopping block instead.
That was beautiful by Blacklist International. It looked so good for Onyx up to a certain point where Boots
Ay, nawalan
was
ng,
the
ano,
target.
nawalan ng
Blacklist used all, and I really mean all the resources
Popol.
onto him. But Onyx, they didn't pull the trigger. They were scared. They didn't have the
Ba't ayaw
resources to
isamon
come
ulit
back
ni, ano,
in
ni
that
Popol
fight
agad
because
yung
the
ano
airstrike
niya?
was already used way too early in the fight, and that is the reason Blacklist went in. But look at Edward.
Whoa, Edward, what you doing, bro?
Down to the wards of feathered airstrike. You don't want to see that, but they still trade Edward for an inhibitor. At least they got something despite not having a lord. That
Ganda ng ano, chain stun na ginawa nila doon, ha? Diba si Edward pumasok na stun siya ni Farza. Para hindi makatakas agad, nilagyan ng trap agad ni ano, ni Popol. Kaya, ayun, dire-diretso yung mga stun.
They did surprise Edward who dashed in and
Oo, nag-dash in pa nga. Tapos wala siyang purify. Kanina, that's like what? 20 plus seconds na CD.
They want to take advantage of Edward not being here yet.
Yeah, true. Saka wala siyang stacks. Wala siyang stacks. Yun din yung isa. Keyboy though, already taking harass damage.
The mid rush here so far. It's a nerve-wracking situation, and both sides just holding on strong. Blacklist still with a very clear lead, but more importantly, they're at the 42k mark. They have an item power spike for their carries.
Exactly.
Onyx is respecting that so far, and we're going to be clashing against Boots so far.
Sans is too far.
He's too far. He really can't do much. But now they've got the feather.
Pumasok si Boots.
The target has been taken away by Blacklist International. Killing spree coming in, but Boots, he's trying his absolute
Namatay
best
si
here.
Wise.
It's going to be Drian finally kill Otto.
Pero grabe si Venus, mababa na rin buhay. But, there is the... Let's go, Edward. Let's go.
But he's just way too tanky. And again, tank problems front to front, like Mirko said.
That's right.
This is the problem for Onyx Esports. The reason being like how Blacklist International were able to win these fights is because of that Uranus now. We said
it's true.
Uranus in the early stages very easy to just take him down and shut him down. But in
Edward,
this
pumasok.
becomes an absolute monster, and the front line is just too
Pumasok lang si Haji, oh.
sustainable for Onyx to melt.
Yeah, Haji has his eyes on Drian. Yin Yang overturn already popped to try and one-shot him.
Oh my goodness.
Try and one shot. Not good enough though.
Focusing on canceling that feather. There's like
Kumusta naman yung top lane?
But boy oh boy, Blacklist International
nandito si Labs.
Hindi
tayo nakalaro kahapon, Labs. Ay, nandito, nakasave pa kaya yung ano? Yung... Wala na, hindi ko na nasave yung ano. Send mo ulit yung ID mo, ano? Para maano ko. Uy, namatay na. Gago, namatay si Farza. Bastos. Haji doing it.
Ooh, this is so brutal as Onyx Esports would look to be a good initial fight.
After na tong laban,
add kita.
We are 16-17 minutes behind pero kayang-kaya ta.
Oh, already with the immortality, this is gonna be massive for Blacklist.
Yep, they're gonna be taking their last inhibitor.
Naku po, last inhibitor, GG. Edward, muntikan. Bakit? What that? Uy, may namamatay. Patay ka agad ang inyong Haji. Pati yung X-Work. Niyang hey.
On towards any targets.
Ay, ba't na dami?
This is insane. The defense
Ano to, kanda?
aggression from Blacklist International. It doesn't even feel like a 7,000.
Anong kanda to? Hindi ko alam yan.
Sure, the map shows that a 7,000 gold lead is present, but that
Hindi ako familiar sa mga mga new age songs.
Onyx is able to defend that. That was a
Wala,
very good siege, and they've already lost their high ground potential.
Wala nang inhibitor turret. Guys, ang Onyx Esports
happened in
6.6k gold lead ang inyong Blacklist International.
Well, they did have so much tankiness on Edward as well as Wise. Look at their item pickups. They're very
Shakol.
tanky.
Ano
You
Shakol?
can see that
Bakit
Edward
naman
really
Shakol?
is focused in all defensive items.
Boom!
Like,
That ulti coming out from that Beatrix.
Blade of Despair, the Demon Hunter Sword as well as the Malefic Roar, the Sniper is just way too much for them to handle. And so far, Oheb has been on point.
Oheb, ulti.
It's brutal to see.
Hindi ka patulog.
Yes, he's gotta take
Matulog ka na, Zaya.
In fact, he's got so much damage and really needs to start targeting these.
Huwag ka lang manood ng Onyx versus ano. Versus eto.
Overall, he's not even building defense.
Versus Blacklist. Huwag ka lang manood.
On the Selena, there's no real point of going for the defense, right? You gotta go full all out. That is a high risk, high reward hero. You picked it. You gotta go full in. You gotta commit onto it. Because right now, Boots, he is your main frontline. But do you see the damage coming in from that Beatrix? It absolutely just melts Boots away. This is battle of the frontline. It's a front-to-back composition in this fight. But what Onyx really wants to do is pick. The thing is, when you have 3 inhibitor turrets have been taken down, you have no choice but to group up.
Ang gustong-gusto nilang huliin yung Uranus, gago.
Well, the conceal's been popped as they look towards Edward. He's trying to get him out of there. He used the Purify very early on, as well as the Concentration. He might be in trouble.
Matay.
He goes down. But Blacklist International, they're not going to make too many big moves here. Onyx, take the pick. Go back into base. 8 seconds for this Lord.
Oh, the heist of Onyx Esports. Wait for the conceal play. It's actually pointed in the right direction. It's a very good setup. It's now
It is a good
we have
setup.
A little bit of a breathing room. And this is also timed with the Lord spawn. So maybe that was the idea for Onyx Esports. You know, coincide that kill onto Edward, who has been split pushing into the Lord take. But Blacklist International still wants to fight this. They actually have pulled Lord, but they had to reset it. 17 seconds before Edward respawns. Maybe they have bought enough time.
Sans needs to take, Onyx, they need to commit onto this right now. This is the time. It's now or never. Remember, if
Puta,
Blacklist
ba?
gets the Lord, it
Ang
is going
daming
to be
ano.
all over. Let's see what
Nandun
happens
tayo
here.
sa ano eh. Sa doorbell eh. Pwede bang mamaya na? Putangin na.
Edward still is
Anong
in
doorbell?
here. Blacklist International playing this slow. Glorious Pathway already on. Our Boots is going to be
Okay.
right into the middle of fight, flickering forward, but it's going to be on.
Blacklist Wise namatay. Sans, mamamatay ba si Sans? Hindi mamamatay. Boots.
Continuing their fight as Oheb has done a massive
Okay,
job here
back na sila.
for the
Okay.
team. Hi, G.
Oh, Drian!
Going to be good. Drian in trouble running away from Edward here, but Oheb, oh my goodness, unable to look for the target he wanted. Keyboy takes the damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna nerd out a bit here as Blacklist International slowly taking the Lord. Oheb actually poked and focused on to that Koopa, and the Onyx Esports had to spend 5 more seconds for Koopa to respawn, and Oheb actually knows that that CW was hiding in the bush, pops his ultimate right before the 5-second mark, so that the uptime for CW was really deterred, and that allowed Blacklist International to have a better move. However, Onyx Esports, great jump and great composure coming out from Boots, trusting his teammates to jump. Drian focused by Haji, but ultimately survives that, and this is like
So, ano
a mini
nangyayari sa
battle
mga to?
between all of the laners, like the gold lane versus the gold lane,
Ang
or
laki pa
versus
rin ng,
CW, as well as
ng
Haji
camera.
versus Drian, just trying to outplay each other. And it is a pretty even fight between these two teams.
The macro game has been insane. Have you seen Blacklist International? They've reset this Lord 3
Okay,
times.
lumalaban,
now
lumalaban,
because of the ways that
lumalaban.
Onyx has been able to
Hindi pa
control.
pala nila
Even
nakuha
without
yung Lord.
inhibitors, this is impressive.
Makaya nila yung contest
This
kasi
is
ano.
insane. How are they able to actually rotate and micromanage these waves so well
Uy.
in this
Saan?
situation with the Lord, with the
Nagamit na ni
pressure
Haji ang
on
kanyang
them,
ulti.
and Blacklist with the 3,000 gold lead, they're still able
Pakigalaw
to
yung
withstand
toilet.
pressure.
Wala,
And
wala
once
tayong
more,
toilet dito.
coming in, opening up themselves into
Sa damuhan
this
lang tayo gumagawa ng ating businesses, man.
The Yin Yang Nova turn have been used for Onyx Esports so far.
Damo-damo lang.
Nobody really wants to commit to this, and I guess they're just waiting for Boots to get his flicker back up before they engage, I suppose.
Maybe.
Wise and Boots are just... There's a
Bobo
mini battle
mag-ulti
that's
Farza.
happening.
Feeling ko nga si
Aggro,
Drian hindi siya ganun
I'd
kasanay
have to
sa
figure out
Farza eh.
if I were to
I've
explain
seen
it,
him
but
once na
simply
gumamit na
they're
to.
trying to not-
Parang
for
hindi ako
Blacklist
masyadong
International,
believe.
they're
Pero
trying to
okay lang.
Lord for
It's
Onyx.
ano,
They-
it's usual.
specifically Boots, he
Pero
wants
hindi
to
siya
reach the Lord
parang
response.
ano, super duper on point.
He's got hit by the Yin Yang overturn this time. He's at 50% HP. Not exactly a comfortable position here. Why is going to get hit by the damage feather? Sorry, it's going to be the flame shot that comes through, but it hits Koopa. Drian has an interesting position.
Okay, pumapasok agad si Edward. Edward. Slowing. Edward versus Hylos.
The Lord is going to be taken
Exactly.
away by Blacklist
Ayan na.
International. Look at CW. He was way too low. He now has to go and manage that top side. This is going to be either a steal or Blacklist just taking it all out.
Ay, pumapasok na agad si Boots.
Jonas Welcome going to be locking
Kinain.
in the time being here. The steal, it doesn't seem possible.
Wala.
Wise has already got the retribution. Haji
Pero,
doing a great job
suppressed.
on top of Keyboy so far, but that's gonna be Winter's
Patay ang inyong Haji.
Edward in the backline, trying to make time to- but
Pero,
actually
namatay ang
makes
Farza.
it happen. He's doing it.
Kaso lang,
Oh my
nanghahabol.
goodness, Haji in the
Naghahabol,
process.
may
Looks
naghahabol.
very low, but Sands is gonna keep Edward at bay. Lord falls into the hands of Blacklist International. Oh!
Napatay pa nga ni
and
Edward.
gonna be,
Grabe.
Uranus that's gonna take them down. A little sad to see, of course, but so far Edward continuing to be an absolute nuisance as Oheb is going to be walking up keyboard, unfortunately taking a little bit of damage from Nibir's passion.
What the heck is going on? This is not supposed
Three
to happen.
versus three.
3 inhibitor turrets down. Blacklist International marching into the base with the Enhanced Lord. I don't know what's
Yan,
going to
nandiyan
happen.
ang Enhanced
Let's
Lord.
see.
Nahuli. Arrow. Edward.
Dies over God.
Wait, what the fuck? Paano na napatay yung ano? Selena?
Into the base with the Enhanced Lord. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just see.
Well, Ara does hit on Uranus so far. Keyboy so low.
Gago!
Godlike coming in from Oheb, and now he's going to be taking
Sans,
down
patay.
because Edward creates the space.
Oh!
That's game
Grabe,
number
Beatrix,
one.
man.
A
Oheb.
triple kill for Oheb.
Oheb.
Cracking the crystal.
Oheb.
Well played.
Oh,
for
shit.
Blacklist
Oheb.
International.
Calm, collected, and boom. There you have it.
Boom,
man.
GG,
That was
Weepy.
beautiful. Clinical by the side of Blacklist International.
Punta nga ako sa ML. Add ko na tong si, Tama predict. Sabi mo, 2-1. Tapos dalawang straight, panalo yun sa'yo. 2-1 nga, Onyx. Blacklist nga nanalo di ba? Followed na natin tong si Labs. Tapos ito yung sasabi ko kung saan mo makikita. Tournament Glory. Yan Tournament Glory. Gaglik mo tong M3. Okay, gaglik mo tong M3. Tapos yan, makikita mo na dito. Ayan, 50%. Para hindi ka na magbilang. Tinesting ko na to. Totoo to. Tama to. Hindi nito kinakount yung mga hindi mo, yung mga hindi ka nag-guess. Hindi niya kinakount. Ito talagang made lang talaga. Tapos kung ilan yung tama mong guesses. Yan lang. Ito, I'm not sure, syempre, rank matches. Ito, not sure. Pero ito, legit naman to. First game Blacklist. Okay, sige yan. O, patignan na, 100%. Kaya, bilis. Patignan na. Let me see. Alam mo na, di ba? O, yan na. Bilis na. Naka-break na ngayon. Naka-break na ngayon. Okay, tingnan ko ako may game 2 na. Kasi 17 minutes baka may game 2 na
International, it looks so good for Onyx.
Pag wala pa, di laro muna. May feeling ko meron na mabilis ng mga to. Starts in 1 minute. 90 okay. Meron na nga. Lag? Sige. Anayin natin yung bitrate. Pababain natin. 0.9. Tignan natin kung okay na ba. Naad na kita Naad na kita lab. Sa ML.
Yeah, of course. Onyx, they
Okay.
know how to play.
Sabihin mo sa akin kung lag pa rin.
Right? It's very
Para
difficult.
i-lower ko
Best
further
practice
yung
is just,
bitrate.
losing
I
one game
halved it.
is not really
Halved.
that much in the grand scheme of
Halved.
things, but in the best of three,
Hirap.
they need
Hindi
to
na.
stay
Okay.
focused, they need to
Goods.
stay focused
Buti nang gumagana ang,
like,
ang
till
bit
the very
rates.
end from the start, alright?
Pero naka-sweat
Best
stream
of
connection
three
is not
coming
stable
into bands again.
Like a flashing
They
eh.
don't want to
Babahin
let
ko pa nga
Blacklist
konti.
take this up, but
It's
look,
not connect.
there
Is
already
not
slight
raw
adjustment from Blacklist, banning away the
Point
Selena,
8.
and
Sige,
that
0.8.
Shin taking a lot of the pressure out of the
Nag-ano
map.
talaga yung speed natin? 0.5, 0.6, 0.8. Diba? Nag-i-spiking yung natin, speed natin. Hayop. Yun eh. Oo, Christmas lights ang ating Converge. Ano naman yan? Converge. Huwag ka nang makisabay sa Christmas. Hayop. Ilan yung win rate ng Beatrix?
This is looking good, and it's going to be a
54%. So yung mga bans for Blacklist, instead of, sino yung isang na-ban nila kanina? Hindi, Eve yung isa sa, hindi, Eve nga ba? Nathan ba? Nathan yata yung isang binan nila. So instead of Nathan, they banned Selena, along with their 2 bans na YSS sa Hayabusa. Tapos Onyx naman, same bans.
Yeah, come on. That's why
Yung
I
ano
asked
nila,
for- I had to
yung
ask for that. Now, Onyx Esports,
Estes,
they love
tapos
to-
yung
they love to use the Clint.
Aldous.
But knowing Onyx Esports, they
Yan.
might just go for the far side instead.
So
And
Farza
offer
is
those
still
open
open.
picks once again.
Pero ito
Because
yung
if they
question
do
sa
pick up the Clint,
Onyx
that kind of signals
Natalo kayo
that
kanina na may
Onyx will
Farza.
hold the
I feel
matchup.
that kung mag-Farza kayo, kailangan nyo i-mid.
So I'm looking at Farza.
Huwag nyo nang bigay kay Drian.
Possible
Kain lang,
first
sige
picks
yan,
for
sige yan.
this game. And indeed, oh, it
Oy,
was
kinuha nila yung Rafaela, deny pick. Oh! Rafaela along with along with Farza. Okay? So kailangan ng blacklist mga mga core na medyo makulichi laban sa Rafaela, kundi mahuhuli agad.
Well, alright.
Malakas pa naman mag-empower yung yung Rafaela for Barats.
They're still on track.
Like hindi mo matatakasan dahil sa bilis ng move speed.
And the one time he looks at their face, he's like, "Oh my goodness, are they okay? Are they okay up there?"
This is ask them. I guess it's just the players.
Matilda, okay.
Very
Tapos
chill,
Paquito
very
60+%.
But oh my God, Paquito, Edward
Oh,
Balboa,
Nathan,
is it
70%.
true? Is it gonna come into this game? But the Nathan as well.
Wala, Edward Paquito to.
70% win rate,
Edward
10
Paquito to.
times picked up. This is why. This is the hero that I wanted to mention in the first.
Maniniwala ako Edward Paquito to.
Because Blacklist,
Tapos Ruby Ban, ha? I don't like feeling ko talaga this is already going to be
that kind of tells us
a
that
throw.
this will be an jungler Paquito.
Feeling ko Choto
That scene,
from Blacklist
Don't
for
let
Haji.
Look to one-shot Drian once more.
Let's see what happens here. Again, for the really good wave clear and dueling in that.
Pero sa bagay, pwede rin naman Haji pa rin yung
With the final
yung
ban,
si
happy right out this.
Hylos ban, no? Oo.
Esmeralda, no, it is
Binan nila Hylos eh.
the Claude ban.
Ayaw na namin ng side laner ninyo makulit. Ganun.
Blacklists are so fixated on this Claude ban. We've seen it happen.
Kagura ban, Ruby
well,
ban.
that's one of the answers to the Ube strategy. Many teams have
Mahirap i-read yung yung draft ng Blacklist. We don't know if this Beatrix will be gold or support. Pero feeling ko talaga this Paquito will be XP lane. Tapos Onyx naman, medyo straightforward naman. I'm seeing Farza and Rafaela in mid lane. Huwag naman sana na god lane Farza to. Ayoko nun. Pangit.
Oh wait, this could be Lapu as well or a Barrett's.
Or a Yuzhong.
Yes, man. Okay.
Or what works.
Yeah, I felt like Lapu would be just a little too overbearing here because Blacklist hasn't really shown whether or not
Kaya naman ni Paquito si Esmeralda kahit paano eh.
EXP lane.
Like, kaya niya hindi harap-harapan ng one-on-one. Kaya niya in terms of, okay, mag-deal siya ng damage, out siya. Ganun lang, ganun lang. And kahit mapuntahan siya ni Esmeralda, pwede rin naman siya mag counter sa Pac Esme. Yes, mas malaking counter yun. Oh my God! Kimi! Show nga!
International. This is looking really scary, honestly. And Onyx, let's talk about Onyx last pick. Because
Sino ang core nila though?
Nathan and Farsight, they can be flex all around. I don't know what they want to
Is this a Kimi core? I don't think I've ever seen Wise use Kimi.
Or do they want to put the Nathan in?
Tignan natin ha. Let's see how effective he is sa Kimi na to.
Like perhaps the Roger. Honestly, I'm not sure right
Yan
now.
sana naman mage build siya kasi puro physical na yung iba eh. Ang Kimi main? Totoo? Kala ko ba YSS to? YSS or nothing?
Compared to right now, does
Kala ko si Wise YSS or nothing? Wise SS. Season 4? Wow, tagal na pala. So Nathan core, tapos Clint ang inyong gold lane. So Clint will be going up against Beatrix in the gold lane. Tapos Kimi versus Nathan. Okay. Tingnan natin. Yun no, naghahanap sila ng mga
It's a complete flip of the switch. No longer aggressive as compared to game number 1. This time they are gonna play it slow. For the side of Blacklist though, it's gonna be a very quick tempo.
Sakit gaming car, true yan. Oy, Reniel natin nandito. Watch up, man. Watch up sa'yo, kaya chop. 21. Na naman yan. So, tingnan natin ang ating laro. Right now, we are delayed by 2 minutes. Ano naman? Less than 2 minutes. Hindi naman ba? 2 minutes and a half. Yan. Hindi na rin nag-play. naman season 4 ng ML.
Double flicker coming up.
Oh my God, there it is.
Even before introducing the team's Blacklist, wanting to finish this off quick.
They're able to kill off Rafaela, pero Edward binubuli lang ng Esmeralda.
And I think that he wanted to kind of stop.
Pag laning phase, mahirap talaga.
The thing is, Matilda was on the case already, and he did not respect that at all. Again, this is a mid lane Cho, who's actually level 3 at this point.
Okay.
Might have taken one jungle creep away from Onyx Esports. And not
Let's go, Haji.
They're going to get a quick level 4 for Haji as soon as possible as they continue to start harassing him. Keyboy doing a good job, just, trying to make sure that he makes up for the initial mistake. Babysitting.
Naman.
Oh my Venus doesn't harass him too hard, but Wise on the other hand, continuing his absolute onslaught here, gonna be trying to. Oh, I think he's trying to get Boots low enough to set up for a potential dive.
Bastos.
That's exactly what's happening right now. They're zoning away Boots from that gold, from that XP lane, but Rihanna's gone.
Okay.
see that almost all of the
Pero imagine mo, Kimi, mag-isa, nag-zone ng Esmeralda, kupal lang.
Their lineup is tailored towards the early game. What they needed to do is
Si Kimi to. Ano, di ba si Kimi to?
Maybe not go for the kills, but if they can get the kills,
Picture?
go for it. Just poke their opponents and get the objectives. They will take out the turtle this time.
Siguro, oo.
Onyx Esports whatsoever.
Siguro.
As they
Why?
will have to play so passively in this game.
Well, I mean, let's see how passive it's really going to get here. Because, we know for a fact that
Sila naman nag-change ng name eh.
extra passive, they know that they've got some great
Ashfall. Ayan, Ashfall daw.
International, are they going to take the initiative here? Because, I mean, Haji has been, he's been getting...
Ashfall equals Kimi.
Very early on.
What I do want to talk about is,
Yeah.
items again, we've just started, again,
Ano meron?
not going to be a lot to talk about right now, but I want to talk about the Nathan in the jungle.
Yeah.
Right? Well, Nathan in the jungle, this is one of the heroes that you put into B tier.
Kimi unan ng name.
You've actually said that the Nathan is much better in the mid lane. Why do you
oo.
think that Onyx is still trying to play this in the jungle? Why do you think that Onyx PH also did the same thing?
Now, this is really just a style for both the Onyx.
Baka nakalimutan na niya yung ano niya.
And they
Yung
know that
first
they
name
can
niya.
get by with their macro play. It is in the B tier because it's easy to contest. As you saw from Blacklist International, they already are trying to be aggressive against that Nathan and down.
Oh my God, na TikTok ang inyong CW. You're gonna die, patay. Na TikTok lang siya.
Coming in from Oh My Venus and, Haji making sure, like LaFell said, keep it simple. Guarantee.
Eh, tanong nga niya,
if you have to use
first
the
name nga.
resources.
CW was able to clear the minion wave by the way, so that's also
Kinalimutan.
you have to look for the kill. Sure,
Nakalimutan ko na nga na may Batman akong profile picture sa ML eh.
So, with all due fairness from CW, he took what he can get that time.
Okay, saan? Yabang mo ha, papasok-pasok ka. Yan, damage tuloy sa'yo.
But so far, he hasn't built his first item yet, so we're still waiting for more.
That is just not good right now for the side of Onyx Esports. 1.2 thousand gold lead for the side of Blacklist International. And Onyx, look, it's Sans. Oh my God!
That Kimi ulti.
But here comes the refrag.
Pero,
Immediately, we are seeing Drian take him out. And
nakakuha pa nga ni Drian yung yung purple. Okay lang.
Okay.
It's still away
So far,
from Nathan.
with the Parsa, still is a big lead for Blacklist International, but this is as we expected it to be.
Grabe, this Kimi. Wise Kimi, nilalabas.
At just 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Gago, pumasok si Venus. Pumasok si Venus for no reason.
Look for re-engage here.
oh, there we go. Keyboy, he flickers under. And
Oh, nice flicker out.
Gets the flicker out of Oh My Venus.
Muntikan na si Venus mamatay doon.
That was really good for Onyx Esports, able to bait some fights, and now Oheb is going to be zoned away. Haji, though.
Oh, yung galing.
You know how lethal
Tingnan mo,
he is
tingnan mo.
for this.
Tangina Haji, tingnan mo ah.
Well, good trade of resources.
Tingnan mo, titigil siya. Alam na yun, ano? Tangina, alam niya yung range ng second skill ni Sans. Tangina yan. Mamaw, puta.
Oh God, not again, dude.
Hanggang dito lang ako kasi tatamaan mo ako ng second skill mo. Gago. Puta.
I'm looking at his flicker. Please don't be out. Please don't be out.
Buti pa siya alam na yung maximum range.
Yeah, that's why Onyx Esports
Man.
is making a move on top and gonna get a replay.
Oh, no.
Instant replay. Kaso, okay, nabuhay naman siya.
Oheb is alive with 1 HP there, but looking back at this replay so far, Edward just doing a really good job. And you can see how fast he just times it well. So pixel perfect.
Yep. See that actually with the turtle buff onto the Kimi, the ultimate was quite strong, and Boots now might be stepping into a bad spot and it reads into the situation.
Okay, all right, a bit of a potential bait there, but so far this purple buff, it's a little tough to be attained. Drian going to be drawing the line in the sand. Maximum impact doesn't steal it either, but CW again.
Patay na naman si CW, gago.
Working hand in hand, keep him occupied in the jungle, and will snip off their gold laner.
Haji is just so annoying on this show, and now you really understand why people have just been banning or picking it away from him. He is lethal on it. You can see he doesn't miss a beat. Every time that flicker is up, he's always doing something on the
Boots.
bottom side as well.
Munti ka na si Boots again.
All fronts.
Big lead for
Yeah, all fronts is an understatement.
6 minutes in, they are gonna get the
So this is 2.3k gold lead, 4 kills to 1, 6 minutes in.
big win condition for Onyx.
1/3 down as well.
Game out.
Ang inyong Onyx Esports.
Get the attacking items for the Esmeralda and then get the damage items for both Sands as well. CW.
Turtle, dalawang best na nakuha ng Blacklist. So this could be the last turtle of the game.
Not careful. Oh, Keyboy by the
Hindi
way.
pala could be. Sure na ito na yung last turtle.
Instead, we might be
Oh, Keyboy, sakit.
Okay, he seems to be good. He's still holding up his holy healing for the right time. They're going to be sacrificing this turtle for bottom tier.
Ubos ang lahat ng ano.
Overall,
Turtles.
his trades are okay, but they're getting a little bit more in terms of map control inside of Onyx. That's going to be a turtle slain here by the STB. Radiant armor being purchased by Oh My Venus.
Seven hits now.
Okay.
The mid lane push.
Yan sinasabi ko
Classic.
na pwedeng gawin lang ni Edward. Magdadamage lang siya tapos ayan, yun na yun.
The mid lane here. You can tell that, you know,
Just do the burst.
really want to crack open this mid tier 1.
Yeah, the thing is for Onyx right now, with the compositions, they are literally just waiting for the scaling to pop, right?
Laban sa Esmeralda.
It is going to be a little bit more time until we see those items come up, but until then, it's really smart what they're doing. Even though they're 4-1 and the turrets and objectives have just been in favor of Blacklist, they have been able to actually equalize in the turrets, and now another fight goes in a little bit only. But yeah, Onyx, this is what they need to do. Just keep on trading until you hit those power spikes. Then, when you get those items, when you get those levels,
Kayo,
just
welcome to
pull
the
trigger.
stream.
Keyboy opted to go for the Radiant armor.
Sira ang bottom lane turret.
With Onyx
2
Esports,
turrets
don't see
down
their efforts
on the
in
side of
the
Onyx
lane. They have lost
Esports.
their turret in the bottom lane. Look at already Haji as well. So OF
3.2k gold
for
lead
the
at
pincer maneuver.
nearly 8-minute
Eventually,
mark
if Suns will go
on the
for
side
kill,
of Blacklist
but of course,
International.
Haji will just have to commit the ultimate this time.
Yep.
Boots again,
This time
always,
they're not gonna get any punishment
always
from
half
Feather,
health.
but here comes the Feather
Haji.
Impact again by
Okay,
Jin to make
only
sure
hit once.
that they are going to zone off. Maximum Impact gets eaten by Keyboy so far, but it's already past the 7 minute. I'm waiting for the Blacklist. You know, are they going to be turned up or what?
Dude, Wise is level 12 to Sans is level 10. This is just
Wow,
going
2 level
really well.
difference.
Even if you scale Onyx, Blacklist have Wise here to basically answer that late game with OHEB as well. And right now, sure, Onyx, they are getting some trades, they are getting some gold back and some pressure back, but in the end, honestly, if they're getting outscaled by the Kimmy, it's not going to be good either way.
And bonus gold can be taken by Blacklist International as the turtle will spawn in 5 seconds. This will be the 4th turtle. Again, this happens only if you're taking the turtle so quickly that every 2 minutes you
True. Tama si Caster. This is Wolf, guys, and almost always tama sinasabi niya.
So Blacklist International further increasing their lead this time, and at 9 minutes, they want to group up to the middle. Haji.
Haji. Nasiba. May mamamatay.
As well, but it's going to be an instant kill coming up of OHEB, who has Renner right now. Boots down to
Yo,
level 11,
Ashayna.
being held up still.
What's up?
Already been popped up in the super position.
Oh, yan. May tanong si Reniel sa'yo.
The turret goes down. Good siege coming in from Blacklist.
May tanong si Reniel sa'yo. Hindi daw ikaw si Kimi.
Have to actually lock down Edward, getting a good trade against CW so far.
Beautiful by Blacklist International. That siege was amazing. The
Nung
way that they
E. Yan na naman tayo sa E.
as well. Haji again.
Baka ba?
This man.
Girls'
now
generation
I know,
ka ba?
now you know, this MVP machine, yeah, for sure. He's definitely the MVP.
Puro
right
E
now,
ang
man.
putik.
Oh my god, it's just so scary. Again, I keep on looking at this flicker because every time he has it, he just makes things happen.
Up.
78 more seconds here as Onyx is forced to group up. They refuse to let
Naku,
go
Onyx.
across the map, but CW can only do so much.
This is me, your ex-crush. Oh, ex-crush mo raw.
I know it. He wants it. Come on, do it. No, it's gonna be Sands and CW who zone him away. Good.
Oy, nahuli ang inyong Wise. Patay si Wise.
They
Okay.
punish the jungler instead.
All right, finally they're on the board. Somewhere they're able to get a pick off onto Wise. That's going to be really, really good, giving some
Siya yung
time for
naka-stream.
Sans to scale back up. But now, finally, let's take a look at the items.
Hugo
Sans
gets.
has that Blade of Despair and that Hunter's Fury, whereas Wise already has a glowing and the Ice Queen wand plus
Sadyang
that
luta,
shield to add more
Ko naintindihan?
onto defense. And this is
Yeah, pinapanood mo siya, di yun.
so much damage, and they're just so tanky as well. Feather Airstrike won't be a problem whatsoever.
Wow, Oheb just took, okay, he took the hit from it, but if we look in terms of the damage, Drian recently purchasing his his Lightning Truncheon as well, he should be doing a little bit more, but the Athena shield already complete from Oheb.
It's right.
Aha.
Allows for the defense so that he can really just man up and maybe take some hits before
Ah, ibang tao?
before
Totoo?
he uses rollout.
So,
Either
ano?
way,
So,
Oheb
pinapilot mo lang pala yung account mo? I had no idea.
Also using it to actually siege from a distance where the turret will not be able to reach him, and I think that this is
Oh, pumasok ang Matilda. Pero,
They're going back in. Haji's looking for opportunities as they've already used.
The
Oh,
stun?
wait, hold on. Holy Baptism locking him down just in time. I was expecting him to flicker, but no, we don't see it. Blacklist back away. Good
Back
defense
away.
coming in from Onyx Esports despite the engagement from Oh My Venus.
Yeah, that was really, really scary for a second for Blacklist International. Venus,
Haji.
he went in.
oy, nako po, patay ang inyong Nathan.
Ladies already
Yan ang problema, guys.
Do much here as we see Edward going into the back line and punching Drian out of position. Oh My Venus cannot capitalize more on this, but a good fight for the side of the Blacklist International.
Haji, the MVP machine as he's called, but this show is just so scary. And
Grabe si Haji, so mechanically skilled, man.
Okay? This is
Haji,
not
man.
a roaming show, so he's eventually gonna get items. And right now, 1, 0, and 4, 5 out of the 6 kills
Sipag.
of Blacklist International were with him, and just like that,
Sabi mo,
Blacklist
ah.
International waited for the 12.
Tingnan natin hanggang saan sipag mo.
Attack the Lord this time, and Haji already positioning himself. This will be an easy Lord take for Blacklist unless Onyx Esports tries.
Well, Boots is going to get hit by the Circle Eagle. Drian gets knocked out of his feather airstrike. Boots, man!
Nakuha pa rin ang inyong Lord.
So far, but now they want to capitalize.
Hanggang mamaya lang yung ano,
T-Boy is holding a
yung sipag, hayop.
Now, Onyx Esports back away entirely. Once they don't have that feather
Masipag sa babae. Buti pa siya masipag sa babae. Masipag lang sa tulog. Babaero.
That was really good for Onyx Esports.
Baero ka, Rogen. Loyal sa 500.
They understand. Oh, you use all your resources onto the Lord. Let's try to go for something right now. Even though Boots was taken really low, he knows exactly.
Hold up. Oo nga. Lagi naman hold up eh.
With help of the Rafaela healing.
Wala na eh. Laging hold uppers eh.
Get the falling star move very, very easily. But Drian, this is why Haji. Stop, Haji, stop. This is just so scary. Every time he's in a bush, every time he's just somewhere on the map,
Grabe yun.
something's gonna happen. And Onyx, they need to now understand that this can keep on happening if they keep on doing this.
Madaming
Sans
babae.
against
Kaya na.
you.
Masipag si Flake sa lalaki. Natulog lang ang masipag. Tangin ang lalaki pa nga.
Until Haji has made a move.
Oh, here we go. Luminous Lord going to be crashing in towards the top.
TikTok.
Here he goes down relatively fast. Good high ground defense so far, but Haji 3 more seconds until his flicker comes back up, and then you know what's going to happen here is the tier 2s are going to be going down. Boots still standing in the front line, making sure that he's blocking as many shots while he is still alive. We don't see much happening for Blacklist International. They're not.
Huwag talaga, no?
By the way, Haji
Napaka-ano
actually
eh.
also picked up the wrong boots. So
Napaka-kulichi,
this is
napakadaming ano.
from Blacklist International.
Napakadaming diskarte ni Loco.
Pick this up once after the 9-minute mark, which means that Haji can go for another maybe conceal, or perhaps they put the conceal on Haji.
Reniel Altea. Si Altea yata busy, ano? Hindi na siya bumalik ulit na, ano?
That can be the case.
Ng
Again,
omelet.
Esports' draft, this is where they shine, right? The defense. They noticed in game number 1 they were just getting out. The team fights were just not going in their favor. So now in this game with the draft, they want to play for the defense. It's very similar to the game against Onyx PH in Group B. Let's see if they're able to pull off a similar comeback here. But at this point, it's very one-dimensional. But at least
Bakit?
right
Ano,
now,
wala
they
nang
have
problema
skill.
sa walang babae. Bakit?
Getting on top of Oheb so far. He's still chasing him down, but Oh My Venus is going to pull him away with guiding wings. Onyx Esports looking for
Anong
any
pinagsabay?
sort of opportunities, but the Falling Star Moon does not connect on.
Iniwan ng bebe yung nakita ko lang naglaho profile. Ganon?
gonna be
Nung ginawa mo, bakit nawala bebe niya?
impact doesn't come off in time, but Boots
Oy,
now
Boots,
getting
Boots, Boots!
absolutely shredded by Wise by the chemical reaction so far. Gonna get topped off once again by Keyboy.
Mamaya
This
slowed
is
forever
just
eh.
so tense, man. 3,000 only for Blacklist International. They have the turret lead and that Lord lead. I mean, they have everything on the board right now, but still, Onyx Esports managed to somehow make this close, fighting back. But honestly, their composition, they scale up. Now with CW, Boots, Drian, and Sans having those items, this might be the time where they can
Niloko.
for some
Lo.
comebacks. They've traded
Niloko
really
mo
well
daw.
up to this point, only, you know, losing
Lagot
one
ka.
turret, basically, on Blacklist International.
Oh, this is... Look at this. This is where you say, why is this allowed? Why is this allowed? Well, the game allows it, so...
Yeah,
Ohead
I
takes
guess
advantage.
it's one of those things where you're like, I guess it's legal, but now Boots coming in already using his ultimate to get on top of Wise so far to trying to zone them away here. But
Haji.
Haji all by himself. He loses his immortality here. They go punching. Keyboy gets on top of him already with the Holy Baptism.
Pero mamamatay si Oheb. Gago. But Edward doing it.
Bottom inhibitor actually. There's going to be 2 on the recall.
That was beautiful. Again, on Esports, they've been playing to their drafts perfectly. Sure, they have been losing out on the gold in and everything, basically, in the early stages.
Pero nakakabawi na yung Onyx kanina. They're like, what, 4K gold lead ngayon.
This is what I mentioned. I set this up, and this is exactly what happened. They are playing it smart. They're playing it through the draft, and now, look, the tides are starting to shift.
That's always the question. When is the time where you can say that Onyx Esports now have the advantage? So far, 16 minutes in, around the 18-minute mark, and maybe around the 23-minute mark, most importantly, that it is dead even when it comes to the goal already. The lead doesn't matter. And it means that Onyx Esports will have the better
Naka-block
firepower.
ka, tas nasa
question
USA pa.
Their tackiness, their sustain, is it already scaled
Ah,
up?
binlock
Because
ka?
that's one thing that they also need to solve against Blacklist.
Well, here we go. Edward
Kung gaano kamahal ka nila. Edi wow. Bilis sabihin na ikama agad. Oy, wait lang, hindi ko nakita, gago. Tangina, namatay ka agad si Haji.
And it means that Onyx Esports will have the better firepower. The real question is, their tackiness, their sustain, is it already scaled up? Because that's one thing that they also need to solve against Blacklist.
Well, here we go. Edward looking for some angles here. Men are doing some good damage on towards CW so far, but now they're going to commit to it. Haji.
Oh, na-stun!
Lockdown in place. He's done it. Keyboy locked it up with the Holy Baptism, and now they're going in.
Nakuha pa nga ang Lord! Pakito doing it!
Already fighting one on top of CW so far, but this fight is over. Onyx Esports find what they were looking for. Blacklist International is
Nicely
on
done.
the run.
Oh my God, we expected a banger and we're gonna get it, man. The Lord
Nakuha nga yung Lord, pero sira ang outer tower. Hindi man ubos. 3-4-1.
Sure, they have the Lord, but there you go.
There
The
you go.
bombardment comes
Bombardment.
in, and that is the further airstrike popped.
Yeah, but they do have the defense, right? It's Ohead. 9 seconds. In 8 seconds, Haji will
Okay,
be
there it is.
And it is very unlikely that Onyx Esports will get any push at all. Now they have to answer the big minions that's running through top and the bottom lane.
Exactly.
It's dead even. It's gonna be a question on who gets the better initiation nowadays, or maybe the better itemization.
No, honestly, it's not. I don't think it's longer. I don't really think it's gonna be that anymore, man. I don't think it's the engage or the items or anything. Onyx have simply just outscaled Blacklist International. What Blacklist needs to do is play the macro, all right? They need to play with the pressure that they already have. If not, if they just go for the 5v5, that again, this is Blacklist style 5v5. I don't think they're gonna win. They need to get very specific very specific catches to be able to win these team fights.
Yeah, you know why? Because all of the magic defense is already up for Onyx Esports, and that means that the Kimi will not deal as much damage. And for Oheb, if they don't find the opening for Oheb, I mean, look at Onyx Esports. The moment they find Oheb, Boots will be there. So far, I would say the most phenomenal gameplay so far.
Pinag-uusapan ninyo, tarantado.
I just can't. The math doesn't check out. I mean, he's been doing so well in this
Permanent
game,
na kayo.
despite them trailing so heavily.
Puta.
Guess what? Boots hasn't died yet.
He only has 3 assists, as a matter of fact. So it's tough to see, but here we go. Boots
Anak-anakan.
off the map so far. He's dancing
Oh, the
so
good
close,
seal
but
play.
the good seal coming in from Onyx.
Ate plays ng
This could be
puta.
a potential flicker coming in from Keyboy.
Hindi mo kaya tinatawag na idol, tinatawag mo akong hold up.
A lot of the the Indonesian fans.
Lagi kang ganyan eh.
Esports boots esports
Natawag mo,
for the
hold up.
regular season. The fact of the matter is, this man, he's the regular season MVP in FIL, and you can finally
Kita mo
see
lang
why
sa
he's
akin eh,
starting
hold
to
up.
shine when his
Tangina.
team needs him the
Lakas
most.
topak.
And right now, he is literally the core in this team, right? Sure, the most damage won't come from him, but he is going to be, everyone's playing around him. He is the frontliner, he's the sole
Itong mama
one
pa nga to.
able to
Mama mo.
able to make these plays and set up for his team.
Nirogen si Altea.
Nordic Esports. And now
I would
stages,
think
when you saw the
so.
Blackness International was just leading and controlling the
Kaso
map.
lang kasi, I think
Dive
nung
also
active
taking
na,
care of the
mas
middle
active si
waves.
Rogen, hindi na ganun ka-active si ano rin. Si Altea din. Uy, nasira yung ano, Immorts. Wait lang ba? Hindi nasira Immort? Kala ko nasira Immort. Hindi. Enough yung takas, gago.
CW still able to run away with the flicker. Actually, the immortality has not been popped yet.
Pero hindi pa nagagamit ano ha, ni Haji ang kanyang flicker ha.
Really good pick. And as you can see, it still didn't work, right? The healing is too much, but wait a minute. Conceal.
But Onyx, they're expecting this. They're looking for it, but Sans, he's going to get locked down now. Does he make it out? He's trolling. No, he's alive. He
Oheb, mamamatay si Oheb.
with a feather airstrike zones the rest of the offense. Edward looking to try and make it, but Sans still is alive. Haji is going to be the first to fall. His immortality's already broken.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be going
Takbo, guys.
5-2-4-0 is Boots still on the run.
Happy feet, wombo combo, Sans. What was that? Holy, that was beautiful, man.
Beautiful footwork coming out from Sans, actually dodging every single thing that Edward threw in him, and he survived the initialization. He still has got the immortality, and now Boots as well as the gang there on the run. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's going to be the Holy Baptism already on Blacklist International.
Pinasarap lang, let's see.
Lands on towards Sans's side. He's getting caught.
Ito na ba? Ito na ba? Ito na ba?
And here comes Boots going straight in.
Si Wise, buhay pa.
Starbo Adrian is with a feathered airstrike blowing the front line up. And
Pero
they go
tapos na.
for the finish.
Hindi pala 2-1. 1-all.
GG. Well played.
Happy feet, Sans,
Oh my
baby.
goodness.
What was that?
Mali ka agad yung isa kong predict.
Insane. He literally just danced his way. That was tap dancing, man.
Oh, pixel perfect. Even there's just a little bit of opening.
Nasabi ko, game 1, game 2 ano eh.
Will be able to find
Blacklist
the outcome, but he dodged that and wonderfully well. The way that they position themselves, they know exactly that the Blacklist
Lawit.
International wanted to get a kill on
Kaso may
Sans,
lawit.
and
Lalaki
they
kasi
were
siya.
prepared for it. Sans stood his ground. Eventually, the help was there.
24/7 active noon, as in walang tulog. Kaya ngayon sobrang payat.
You know what's surprising?
Oh.
They finally yelled. They finally screamed. There's emotions. They have emotion. They're
They're human.
They're humans. They're not robots programmed in Indonesia to take the throne. But man, now it's the flip. Look
No,
at
hindi
the
siya, no.
faces of
Need mo
Blacklist
tulog.
International. They
Sleep is for the weak, ang
are
puta.
not in a good spot right now. 1-1. This is exactly what happened against BTK.
Exactly.
So we are like 3 minutes lang na ano na delayed. So malamang wala pa tayong next game.
Then again, Boots
One time a week ang puta.
I'm on the train.
Wait lang, kukuha mo na ang pagkain na. I'll be back.
Holy, that Esmeralda was beautiful.
That was beautiful, man.
Get your footwear here at Onyx ID. Let's throw it over to Leo Lafell at the analyst stand to break it down for us.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for calling game number 2 in this best of 3. And of course, it's going to go the distance. Onyx Esports evens the odds despite a difficult early game. Leo at your service, joined here by LaFell, and boy oh boy was that a match.
Yeah, over here we can see that Blacklist International, they bring out the Kimi with the Mage Killer emblem, really focusing on getting those objectives. However, as we said on the previous segment, that for the side of Onyx, they need to make their draft easier to execute, make it less prone to mistakes. But honestly, in that game, the one that made it work was Boots.
Yep. And he was just so well equipped. The gear on that Esmeralda, it's a scaling hero that's just very, very deceptive. Just like when you put on Razor's Hammerhead through wireless, it's like you're just immersed in sound. These are cutting-edge earbuds designed to dominate the sound stage. Designed to dazzle in a blaze of RGB glory, the Hammerhead is decked out with active noise cancelling.
So meron na ano, anong mga na-miss kong chats ninyong kalokohan?
This one still broke the 20-minute mark.
Sabado
We are
lang,
looking at
gago.
21 1-minute bout.
Nag-stream sa LRT si Place.
Second there.
Hindi ko nga maalala kung kailan yun.
Low kill score game.
Yung kailan ako nag-stream sa LRT.
Looking
Ay, what?
at this Kimi coming in from Wise, focusing on the magic build, trying to get a lot of damage as well, so a lot of utility with the slow. But again, we gotta look at Boots over here, 1, 0, and 5, basically face tanking all of the members from side of Blacklist International. And the thing is, it's not that Blacklist didn't play it well. They got a lot of good engagements coming in from Haji, but it's just a situation where he himself bought enough time where looking at
Boxing squad?
coming in
What's a
from
boxing
Onyx, we
squad?
got the Nathan, the Clint, as well as the Farsa. They're gonna do
So
a
currently,
lot of
Onyx
damage.
Indonesia won against Blacklist
A good
PH.
split of defensive and
This
offensive
is like what,
items.
1-all in the
and
series.
Enchanted Talisman alongside the Oracle and the Brute Force breastplate. If you pair that up with T-Boy's Rafaela, who's just building whole tanky items, it's enough to peel for the firepower that Onyx is bringing.
Yeah, and unfortunately for this game, Edward, even though the KDA is 0, 3, and 1,
Ng Bathwater ni Bell
very
Delphi ng
well.
puta.
One thing that I was a little bit surprised of was that he
How did you
doesn't
know
go
that,
more active
Rogen?
with his game, or maybe
I took a
he's
bath
holding
in
without
Bell
his
Delphin's
looking.
bathwater.
He has the Bloodless Axe as well as the Malefic Roar in his hand.
And drank it
He's
afterwards. What?
really good front lines for his team. So it looks like in this kind of draft, Blacklist
Good gods ba ako?
what we're really thinking about is just
Ang madaming babae si Place. Tangina, dami yung, alam mo,
necessarily want to get a lot of kills on the board.
dami yung kalukuhan ngayon.
More on that when we see the stats, because this will also reflect how that game happened. 7-9, Blacklist was leading for a majority.
Yan sa ulap skateboard niya. Parang, no. Kintan Cloud.
Out of a total of 180. But as I mentioned earlier, Onyx is just packing firepower. A majority coming from CW, who had a very difficult early game.
Yeah, and I'm actually very surprised that Nathan didn't actually put that much of a damage. 29,000 damage.
Dami na pinagsasabi.
I guess that is also a miss. I guess a missed target.
Manalaglag.
from the side of
Huwag naman.
Blacklist because they keep on focusing on the Natan. And
Ano pa naman
probably
yung
looking at
champion
this
ko?
number chart right now, they're like, okay, maybe we should target the Clint instead.
Yep, looking at the highlight players, you got Stans just flanking his two teammates here in CW, and Stans, sorry.
Well, I don't think Troy is a boxer,
Guy
as a
and the
boxer, you know.
forgotten one. So I guess that's what's happening. That's the story here of
I
that
think
name.
Troy is more of a
He's putting
karate
the damage
practitioner.
on, but he's not the one
Either
taking the
karate
job.
or,
As you know, it's usually CW.
Yeah,
Or
again,
Taekwondo.
Clint has been so strong
That's because he
this
also
season
uses his kick
far.
on his ulti.
But the thing that we do have to say from the side of Onyx, the thing that
Maybe
really
even Muay
made
Thai.
them stand out was the fact that they actually were able to hold the gold lead for such a long time. Not saying gold lead, but meaning like not making
Babaeng
it to a
nag-watch sa live
10,000
ko.
gold
Naalala ko lang.
Blacklist International, they were really pushing
Nakalalakas ba yan si
to
Daniel?
hold those objectives. But Onyx, they really held their own, making sure that no one dies
Eh ngayon,
to this
eh ngayon.
composition, and eventually getting
Has a
enough
skin
damage.
which
And
involve boxing.
Barca as well, we do have to give credit.
Eh,
Gives a lot of
still.
space along with Boots.
That
But right
those
now,
are the
let's
times
look at
when
the
Paquito is
MVP
not yet
of this game.
available.
On the side of Onyx Esports, of course. Boots
Yabang,
Esports
COD, eh?
1-0
Pentakill.
and 5,
Ace.
67%
Yeah.
kill participation. But it's not about
Down to one.
at the highlights from
I just play one brawl, I guess. Since wala pa naman. Just play one brawl. I don't know if I played the brawl yesterday already. Oh yeah, I didn't play anything yesterday, so yan. Wala. Uninstalled ng COD ko, man. Uninstalled, man. Buhatin nyo, uninstalled nga. I'm never gonna install it again. Wala. Hindi ko na i-install yun. Ang laki-laki. Feeling Genshin. Yoko na nun. Feeling Genshin eh. I see Rogen online. May pa bang ibang online? Whatever. So kung wala nga ibang sasali, go ko na to. Mamaya kasi mag-play na kagad yung ano, yung M3 tapos yan. Kickboxing. Nakamay lang throw. Kickboxer. Cho. Yeah, Muay Thai is kickboxer. Merry Christmas, Minion. Kaso ngayon, 8 na. Ang dami ng mga scenes na hindi mo nilaro, no? Vivo Selfie Goddess. Kamis mag-LL. Dude, MG may cancer na ngayon. Walang nakakamiss sa ML. Sundo, what's up? Isang brawl lang, tapos balik tayo M3. Mas sexy ang Vivo Selfie Goddess, man. Download mo ulit. Pag may matinong cellphone. Basta makalaro ng ML. Pwede na yan. Kain, guys.
welcome to Mobile Legends. Five seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All true
Kain. Kain. Nakapag first blood pa nga.
An enemy has been slain.
Wow.
You have slain an enemy.
Lightning? Would you?
You have slain an enemy.
For free!
I know.
Killing spree.
For free! Makarina ka dyan, ah.
Let's see who. Lightning?
Strike. Mega kill. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
For free!
Unstoppable.
Wasak.
The more your fear grows, the smaller you become. Give life,
What do you
not magic, to life.
Slain. Enemy has been slain.
I know who I am, and you will soon know as well.
Request backup.
Would you like to have a drink with me?
What?
An ally has been slain.
Hindi tumama.
An ally has been
Lightning?
attack. You have slain an
Matay pa rin ang Claude.
triple kill.
Lightning truncheon.
Mania.
Tangan ng maniac ang putang inang
Let's see who has the last laugh.
yung glue. Nag-maniac.
Give life to magic.
You have slain an enemy. Initiate retreat.
I know who I am, and you will soon know as well. Lightning?
Strike. Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. An
Wawa.
The more your fear grows, the smaller you.
Wawa. 1G lang ako, ano? Kasi M3 talaga yung ano, gagawin ko. Eh, break sila ngayon.
Lightning.
Wasak.
Double kill. Shut down.
Let's see who has the last laugh. I know who I am. Lightning.
Wawa.
Your team destroyed the turret.
Wawa. Damn.
The more your fear grows, the smaller you become.
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Give life to magic, not magic to life. Lightning.
Wala na, nagpakamatay na ako dun. Okay lang naman. Uy, namatay na rin si Rogen. Pakamatay na ako dun.
Has been slain. Shut down. Enemy double kill.
Hindi mo mabasic. True. Ngayon ang Karina yun.
Would you like
Isip
to
akong
have a
mag-ano
drink
pa
with
ako.
me?
Wag na nga.
An ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Lightning.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. An ally has been. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Launch attack. Wiped out.
Let's see who has the last laugh.
Your team destroyed the turret. An ally has been slain.
Would you like to have a drink with me?
Mega kill.
Give lightning.
Bago ka ah.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Nandiyan ko naman yan.
I know who I am, and you will soon know as well.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Ubusin. Ubusin.
Wiped out.
Lightning.
Wasak.
Victory.
MVP pa nga. Damage. Damage lang. Yan nga ulit. Sabi niya tama na raw mag-gourd.
Thing is,
Magano na raw ako.
Edward, yeah,
Ay, babalik
really
na.
likes those flashy heroes.
Tama na raw gourd, sabi ni Munton. Nasasama na si Munton sa pag-gourd ko. Tama na raw yan. Anong red? Lady supply. Okay, balik M3.
Your team is
Ganda nga.
Oh my God, here we
Sakto
go.
tayo, sakto.
Yeah, let's go. We are ready to
So
get
all the
into it
bans.
right now.
This
Let's
is the
see what
last
happens
game
here.
between these two
Honestly,
teams.
right now for the bans,
Whoever
both teams
wins
going for
gets
the
to
same things, but
have
the Nathan
another
has been
shot
taken away.
at winning the
Yep, Blacklist is going to
M3.
be on the blue side once again, and Onyx is going to be on the red.
Pero kung talo, tapos na.
To Rafael.
Their
Alright,
whole tournament
this literally
is
the
done.
same set of bans and order of bans in the first
Essentially
game.
a best
it's
of one
SS
right now.
team out just for Onyx. That's also true with game number 1. Game number 3, it's Nathan. It's Hayabusa, YSS, and then Nathan. That's also true
So,
with Blacklist. However,
Blacklist with the
what
same
changed
3
is the
bans
first
as
pick.
their
It
first
was
game.
the Makito.
They've got Lapu-Lapu. They've got Hayabusa, YSS, and Nathan ban.
Wanna know a fun fact?
Onyx, same 3 bans as
games
well.
that Onyx were able
Aldous,
to beat Blacklist in MPLI, it was all
Estes,
with the
and
Rafaela.
Eve.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, the one game that Blacklist won also had
Rafaela.
1 second.
Rafaela conspiracy. Onyx PH. Baloyski, what's his favorite hero?
Rafaela.
Hmm.
I mean, honestly, when it comes down to the Holy Baptisms, Keyboy did make some really impressive catches when he's looking forward to actually pull Onyx back into that game. So I think definitely
Not true.
something to keep in mind here. Blacklist going to be good taking the Beatrix as well as the Farsa.
Big guns already. Obviously, the Farsa is a deny pick as Onyx Indonesia has
What's it?
playing with Farsa on Korean this time, and it's also one of his good heroes. And Blacklist International snatching that one out. We don't know if this will be an OHEB hero yet or a Haji hero, but we know that both of them can play this. But if we're just looking at the history, at least here in M3, we know that this Beatrix will be in the goalie. Doesn't mean that Clint will be the pick.
Sounds a lot.
Lancelot, okay.
And Hylos coming in for Onyx Esports now. These 2 picks. Lancelot in the tournament so far, 45% win rate. Hylos as well, still sticking at that 50%. So far, well, the Lancelot has been successful yesterday against SMG, but against this team, I kind of like it as well. You know, going up against the Farsa, against the Beatrix, what you don't want is someone to just dive and hit you in the face. And that's exactly what these 2 heroes are made for.
You also have the Hylos, which, you know, in retrospect, it's a hero that can like just tank
Yung
out
pangit lang sa
whatsoever.
sa opening ng
But
Blacklist
if you
is
look at
that
this way, the way Onyx
Beatrix saka
plays this is
saka
that if you go in with a Lancelot, at least
Farsa,
you have one more hero to
both
go
of them
in
are
with
gold
you,
and
that's
support.
part of the
That's
Hylos.
it.
You will pick up the flicker. Go
So,
for the
kahit
instant
na
stun,
i-flex-flex
get
pa niya yung
the
dalawang yan, wala na.
the Lancelot.
Wala
It's
silang
a
ibang
great
sagot.
pick coming out from Onyx.
Alam na ng kalaban kung saan-saan mga to.
One of the
Your
heroes that
team
they
is banned.
really love to pick up. And there's the
Makalambot
thought
nga
once
eh, malambot
again,
nga eh.
just don't wanna
Pero
give it to
syempre, we'll
Onyx
see.
Esports at this point.
Wala pa tayong
I
ano,
just wanna
wala pa
say,
tayong
when I was
nakikitang
taking my
core.
notes on the draft, I actually put
I'm assuming our core is
Samus
going
instead
to be
of the
something more
Lance.
tanky.
Lancelot in.
Kaso lang,
I can
walang
already
Aldous,
feel
ano?
the Megalovania playing in the background at this point, but so far we're moving on towards the second ban phase here, and I think this is where things are only going to get more interesting because so far it's going to be that flex pick we're seeing from
Your
Onyx, like you
team
mentioned
is
before.
banning.
Bane
Mga Indo.
put that out. Really smart.
Beautiful.
Very smart, though.
Very intelligent band coming in from Onyx Esports. They know with this composition, they want to dive into that back line. Bane actually adds so much disengage and feel for his team, and very good against the people
Oo nga,
who want to just hit their team. So,
Tingnan natin ano pang mga ano, kukunin na core ni Wise. Yun ang problema.
How Jeezy played it there.
Karina.
Beautiful. Again, first game, the
We don't generally want Karina versus Hylos though.
of the Kagura.
Yeah, but
Kasi may slow ka lang eh.
They themselves ban it out instead of picking up because of the fact that they can't, that they don't have a space anymore or a slot anymore for this Kagura pick. Also, maybe this is why, this is the reason, the main reason is they know that Drian can play it so well. But Eve is still
Uranus
available.
ban? Okay.
Still thinking that it might be the choice. There's also
Brody.
that
Pwede Brody.
that's a lead
Kahit pa
pick
paano.
from Onyx, and I'm pretty sure that they, as a team, will not be
Yung problema lang talaga sa Brody is that asa lang talaga sila lahat sa kay Oheb in fronting.
Getting the kills. Barats is the answer for the
Barats wise.
International.
Medyo wala silang choice yun.
And as you mentioned before, they do need Monster. However, let's keep in mind that Paquito is wide out.
Yung problema ko lang sa Barats, ano,
And I think Blacklist understands that, making sure
siya yung walang Rafaela. Meaning, siya yung may slow ng kalaban. Tapos may slow din siya ng Hylos.
Or maybe the Amen. instead go for the
Gusto mo
Sicilian.
mag-link?
Oh, there you go. Remember, Drian Sicilian is one of
Yun nga lang,
the
Drian Sicilian.
heroes that, again,
Range,
one of his signature
tingnan natin.
picks as well, but oh my god, I am damn. Drian on the Sicilian.
What is your goal laner for Onyx Esports? You wanna have damage while also
I'm liking
having
Onyx draft more and more here.
basic as Clint, perhaps.
Naku.
That will be the choice.
Parang panalo na Onyx,
Blacklist
gago.
Barracks is still an open pick. You don't know if it will
I like their
be
draft
in
more
the
so far.
jungle or in the XP
I doubt
lane.
the
I'm really-
XP lane na
really liking the odds of
kukunin ni
a
Oheb
Lapu
would change
Lapu
my
Blacklist
mind.
International. Great against both the Sicilian as well as the Clint. You can jump into the backline.
Pero so far nakikita ko, asa lang siya sa physical damage ni Haji dito eh. Ni Haji. Yeah, hindi. Si Oheb ba na noon? Itong Beatrix for sure.
The Barretts, the flying dinosaur once again.
Tama ba? Oh, for sure ba?
Blacklist International.
I actually don't know.
Suppose, but again, both of which not exactly the most.
Pero hindi rin ako sold pag ano, pag si
That's
Farza
something
yung
that
gold
Blacklist
lane.
is thinking about. It's like, do we need the extra utility or do we just sacrifice the overall lane?
Yep.
No, it's going to be the
Lapu-lapu.
Lapu-Lapu. They want that
Okay.
raw utility to get on top of Drian.
Oh,
Pwede,
dude,
I
again, the
guess.
drafts are just so, I don't know.
Pero
honestly,
ano
I don't know. It's so
nakakatakot
close.
yung kay
It's
sa
just
side
gonna come to the
ng
matter of execution.
Blacklist.
Both of the heroes, both
Pag
of the
mag-fail lang sila sa pasok ni
what
ano
it takes
ni
to get the
Edward.
W.
Feeling ko talaga kay
And
Edward to eh.
Coach Mars and Coach
This is
Bonja,
really Edward.
They,
Aso talaga sila kay Edward
Peak
dito,
Mobile
gago.
Legends, man. This is peak Mobile Legends.
Aso sila.
Just the plays, the way
Hirap
that the
na tong
games are
laban.
played, we're going
I'm
about
picking
20
Onyx
minutes
to win
each
this
game.
one just
We'll see
because
the
of
At the
draft.
tail end of each pick, we're always
Hirap,
thinking
man.
who is getting the lead, who is ahead. And the answer is
May sana
no one.
manalo
At
Blacklist.
this point, both of them have their own win conditions. And what I like about game number 3 is that both teams have good skill.
Kaya naman nila umasa kay Wise.
Matrix,
Ano lang yan,
on the side of Blacklist International,
tappings,
it's
tappings.
going to be the Clint Sicilian. Or the side of Onyx Esports. My God, what a game 3.
Yeah, this game 3 is going to be good. It's a 50-50 between the compositions, but it's
I think on the
going
kick lang
to
si,
be
ano,
whether
si Wise.
they live or they get sent back home. It's Onyx Esports up against Blacklist International. I have to take a deep breath for that one. I am so nervous for both of these teams. This has got to be so much pressure and so
Si Kiboy
much
taking so much
stress.
damage. Wala
Let's
siyang
go
pakialam.
then. Fans everywhere, chat right now. Hashtag go Onyx or hashtag break the code. We want to see who has the most feisty fans right now as we are already into this game.
Mga CW versus Oheb. Oh.
Gonna be a real skills matchup into the side lanes. Lapu-Lapu versus the Hylos. It's kind of easier for the Hylos for sure, but in a way that Edward can make the plays for as well. Top lane is the more even one in a way.
I think it's the more, yeah, I would agree with you. It's definitely the more even one. Nobody's really going to get anywhere unless they want to get really, really ballsy with the mechanics so far. But you can tell that Blacklist International already moving up there to change the odds in towards Beatrix's favor.
Oh, very nice pokes coming out from Oh My Venus already with the Soul Bloom. Just extra damage that you get is also that also means extra strength in that side lane, and already they have denied 1 or 2 minions away from CW, and it means that Oheb will get to level 3 faster than Onyx Esports would love.
Very much so. And now, again, you can see the Keyboy already rotating to the top side. Blacklist trying to make something happen here. Also going for the vertical jungling. Both of the junglers
Nagbug.
trading spots.
Yeah.
But it is going to be
Ah.
Blacklist just picking up the pace in that top side. Will just back away once again as they
Ah.
both want to go for the neutral objective. at this
Hindi,
point.
hindi
You
gumana.
see that Onyx Esports are kind of trading ban becomes way clear as tons.
Ooh, it's tough. It's really, really tough here to go for, but he does get the cancel on that for the airstrike. Could they punish onto Oh My Venus here? Thornrose is already coming up as Haji, as well as Oh My Venus slowly back away.
Hindi.
Wise now into trouble. He's lost
Walang
position.
YSS
They know
kanina.
Swaka is going to come down. He's trying to salvage the situation as long as possible. Edward in the back already.
Uy, nakuha ni Edward, gago. Sabi na nga sa Edward, gago.
Finds the kill on towards Keyboy.
Asan baka mamamatay si Edward?
Going down to the Phantom Execution. He survives a little bit longer. Kill going over to Boots. Oh, is there any more? No, but looks like they finally go for the reset. But CW, oh, he's looking for the opportunity to get on top of Haji.
Double lane treatment for CW for a bit. But they still want to give it to Drian. The call out was, okay, go back to your lane. I need this farm. Drian, as the Sicilian, needs all of the stacks, needs to farm up. And it kind of means that Onyx Esports might have a little bit of an edge when it comes to late game scaling.
na-open ako.
However, I did like
Kasi yung mga binan nila, yung usual si Hayabusa, si YSS, tapos si Nathan.
Then eventually punished Wise in that turtle fight. However,
Blacklist
Edward
Blacklist band.
phenomenal with the lap
Those
lap,
three.
salvaging that fight. Eventually now it's Blacklist International.
Roger open.
Every time I see the far side,
What, you want Wise to go Roger?
Oh my god, it's a Sin moment. It's a Sin moment when he just flickers forward and goes for the kill. But yeah, again, for the
Or you
side
want
of
si
Onyx, what we
Lancelot?
need to do is very similar to
Nag-second
the first game.
pick
Maybe
Lancelot eh.
Blacklist just not gonna give that opening to Onyx
Hey,
right
boy.
now. Look at the pressure.
Yeah, they're controlling this river line for so long. It's kind of tough to actually, you know, get the pressure that they're looking for on these side lanes. But let's pull up the item list so far.
Si Wise?
Wise
Totoo?
trying to zone out CW from this side to continue to put pressure on towards his top right now. Here comes Sans as well as Keyboy. The rest of the team is coming on through.
Hindi
It's
ka.
going to be Oh My Venus pulling him out of that situation as Oheb uses the Viewer's Passion to clear the wave as quickly as possible.
There is no wave.
Taken away by
Is there a
Wise.
wave?
Surprised on how Pixel
Tangina si Hylos ang lalim mo.
even Wise.
Sige mo si Hylos.
So-called teamwork to kind of
Ang lalim ni
CW
Gago.
will be, and CW did not roll into that area, and by that they were able to dodge that skill.
Ang tatlo-tatlong tao ha.
And eventually they also dodged the Nigur's passion.
Oh, here comes Sans. He wants to get on top of OYV as the perfect execution it comes out, but it really does not matter. Drian to try
Okay.
to deter
Nag-ulti si
everybody
Drian
else.
for
The
nothing.
dive has failed, and now they back away. At least no harm, no foul.
Yeah, the thing is, it's really good for a setup onto the turtle, right? You get someone to recall, and that is Venus the guy. Oh my god!
nahuli.
It's gonna be the cage catching two members. But again, it's all just for the setup, and right now on esports, they just don't have the resources to be able to just contest this turtle. They are going to give it away.
Yep.
The big advantage of having a jungling Barras is that you get easy access to the objectives, particularly the turtle. It's just very difficult to contest the Barras.
Ba't naman sasabihin ng PH casters yan?
Did not even try at all. The only way for them to be able to secure a turtle or a neutral objective is that if they poke Blacklist International so low that they have to back down.
I mean, let's not forget that, you know, the perfect execution as well.
Nung nanalo
as
game
Sicilian's
1.
ult already expanded in that initial
Kaya
dive.
nga ayoko
That
manood
was
ng
also
ano,
a
di ba?
couple of reasons. Like, yes, it is difficult.
Kaya nga ayoko
but
manood
also,
ng PH casting,
you know
di ba?
what? We're not gonna risk it. We really don't have good
Hype
odds.
eh.
Minus
Puro
one,
hype lang eh.
We'll find an opening elsewhere.
One of the
Oh my
closest ones.
god. Damn, what was that damage? Excuse me.
Yeah.
That was literally just from Wise and the twin blades of Edward. Oh my god. Half HP taken away. And this is the thing. Edward and Wise. Wise is 2 levels ahead of Sans. And in the top side, Blacklist are really pushing the pace.
Yep, they want to punish Boots here so far on this Hylos. He pops down the glorious pathway. and
No more.
it's like, I mean, they get him low, but really doesn't matter. It is Hylos. Sans is there to cover him for now. But let's not forget that currently Wise a full level ahead and pressure being absorbed here. Edward going to be taking bot tier 1.
The specials of Edward is that he is great at this split pushing. They find openings with this Lapu-Lapu. Also
Pero Lapu-Lapu talaga,
mobility
focal
with
point ng
Lapu-Lapu.
Blacklist
And
dito.
of course, layer their stuns with this.
Kaya nga, di ba yung sabi mo, free agent si Edward, sabi ko, good. Hindi pwedeng pakawalan si Edward. He is one of the best offlaners I've ever seen.
Also utilizing the wave clear.
At least this meta.
Priority?
Yeah, they are utilizing the wave clear, but again, what they need to understand right now is that they do not have the lane pressure anywhere right now, right? The thing is that mid control is just all in the hands of Blacklist International. The downside of picking the Sicilian, yes, you can scale to the late game, but in that early stage up to the mid
Okay.
game,
So currently Blacklist International leading by
you can't
2
roam
turtles
as
and
fast as
2
Mark, so
turrets.
You can't help around anywhere on the map except for that mid lane. And even
Until
in the mid
M3
lane,
na
you're
lang.
not gonna be
Gago.
able to
Kailangan
do
nilang
a whole
i-resign
lot
yan.
of damage.
Walang
All you
makakapalit
really
dyan, gago.
provide is that cage, right?
Wala.
Get the CC done,
Walang
but
makakapalit
that
dyan.
is hard to land.
Kailangan nila
It's
i-resign yan.
very hard to land it. It's always like, okay, it's very strong when it comes to like the damage output as well as the lockdown, but can you land it? That's the problem.
Yep, we're seeing Hylos already be dropping down the glorious pathway here just to ensure draw a line in the sand.
Meron, sino?
International, we don't want you taking
Sino?
mid tier 1. We saw what happened.
Give me
with that,
names.
we saw what happened
Dilar?
last time.
Nah.
Better not. We're not going to make the same mistake.
Hindi.
In game number 2, we saw Blacklist International get to 4 turtles, and it seems like it is
Mas malakas yung hero pool niya no, ni Dilar.
the trajectory
Pero in terms of
Blacklist
ano,
International wants to go for. 91 seconds.
in terms of pick
This
sa ano,
means that they will get another turtle.
consistent. What? Are you saying Edward is not as consistent as Dilar?
Blacklist International. A little sad, and even CW, he knew that it wasn't worth flickering.
Yeah, again, it was just him caught out, right? If you use a flicker, it's gonna be.
Look at that
wasted.
shit, man.
Edward has already popped that ultimate. Wise has put all his resources down there. So what Onyx needs to do again is just look for the trades constantly. Just wait for this Sicilian to become a threat.
Good vision. Up here comes the siege once again. Wise and as well as Haji doing a phenomenal job. But Boots is holding the lane back, making sure that this tier 1 stands tall, and he will sacrifice as much HP as possible to do so. Good shots, but you can see that Oheb, he's just slowly chipping away at it.
This is illegal, man. Look,
Edward
it's
to
gonna be
Onyx.
taking it without the minions.
Without
The
minions.
turret will fall.
Should not be allowed at all.
Eh, Leila din naman pwede.
Blacklist International, once again, 5,000 gold lead in the 8th minute of the game. Onyx Esports Boots, he's able to zone away the members, but for how long? It seems like it is inevitable this time around because, again, Blacklist, very unlike the second game, they have a skill bomb as well. They have the late game, they have the pressure, and they have a very tanky front line.
Yep, it's stressful. It's stressful so far, but Onyx, they're playing hyper defensively here, and it's they haven't made too many crazy plays at all. And more importantly, Keyboy is making sure when he opens up the map, he's playing it. He's also stutter stepping. He's walking in, slowly pulling back just in case he gets a reaction.
Sa bataan.
You don't want to be in this position if you're the Lancer. You want to always go for the kill. So far, Sans is 0-0 and 1 because they only had 1 kill total. It's because they can't get control of the map.
Oh, here we go. Another engagement comes down as they manage to back away here. As they pull back Keyboy.
1-all na Kirk Daisy, 1-all na.
Does not miss.
First game panalo Blacklist. Second game panalo Onyx.
This guy is on a roll. Even when in the game that they lost, they were so dominant. He was so dominant in the lane on this Beatrix. And right now, again, it is going to be a free lord for the side of Blacklist International.
I mean, it's the ultimate bonding experience we're talking about. And it's easy for Blacklist International to just take over the map. The vision that Blacklist International are able
Pero
to
late game, ha? Yan ang tanong.
do superior compared to Onyx Esports.
Yung tanong is the late
Esports
game.
cannot go deep.
And look at that Farza just zoning.
Is only on CW and the side. Oh my God, side of Sicilian, right? So these two members.
Si Oheb with that.
He hasn't scaled up to the point where he's a huge threat
Renner.
right now. It might be over before it even starts for Onyx.
That's definitely a big
1/3 help.
scary factor for all of Onyx Esports fans now. They do have great late game, but will we approach late game? That's the question. Is Blacklist, they're snowballing through.
Tapos nandun si Lapu-Lapu sa taas.
Biggest lead we've seen thus far coming in between both of the teams.
9.4k gold lead, ha? That's nearly 1k gold lead.
Be an inhibitor if they do this right. Here comes a feather airstrike once again. Edward already going to be sacrificing his life for the greater good. His Boots already absorbing as much as he can. He still makes it out. Flickers over the wall for safety. The next wave is coming in through. Perfect execution
Hindi
coming
ka na.
up for the side of Sans. Here, will they survive? Can they hold it? Yes, they hold the inhibitor strong. But
Ooh,
Oheb says,
Oheb,
false
nope.
hope. I'm breaking it regardless.
My goodness, this Renner plays from Oheb. You
Tanga.
know, I think that Oheb and all of the
Renner
fans
basic.
out there, they might be blaming Oheb for a nerf in the next patch. This performance, it kind of asks for a nerf, right?
It
kinda
does.
But once again, they're doing it just like in game 1 as Onyx performed against Blacklist. Now Boots going in for an engagement on top of, oh my goodness, Daytona's welcome is going to punish him here. And we're going in with the Justice Blade straight away.
Pero,
Play into the back
wala.
line.
Hindi nila mapapatay.
Holy Baptism does not get them out of that situation.
Gago, 5 damage,
my
pero not
goodness.
enough.
Wise making sure.
Oh!
He finds it again.
What?
You look
Wait,
away for a
what?
second.
What?
Pull through. Holy Baptism does not get them out of that situation, but oh my goodness. Wise making sure.
Putang
he
ina.
finds it again. You look away for a second and blink, he's gone.
Oheb with the snipe. This guy,
Tang
the
ina.
Filipino sniper right now. But look at this, man. This is
Tang ina yan.
literally on their doors. This is going to be Blacklist International. Keep on going
Biniblame pa nila si Oheb in the last series laban sa BTK. Just give credit where it's due that BTK played a better performance, not that nag-throw si Oheb.
He can tank only so much damage, but his members need to stop getting hit by this Filipino sniper.
And it does not miss. The thing is, Blacklist International are really making it so that he is activated. They really make the way so that Oheb will be in good position. They have the Lapu-Lapu as well as the Matilda to just peel through the members of Onyx Esports, and Wise always makes sure that he is always near the
Again, 12 minutes na.
Whenever Onyx Esports
No towers for Blacklist, for Onyx Esports.
eventually stop the aggression for Onyx Esports, and not to mention
11k gold lead at 12-minute mark.
the vision provided
So,
by Blacklist International.
feeling ko one more Lord and insta GG push.
The members of Onyx Esports so much. This is big trouble for Onyx Esports as 12 minutes into this game, they're down by 10k.
I've brought this up before, but like when you see a 10k gold lead at this stage of the game, especially at the 12-minute mark, and this is almost checkmate in a lot of situations for a lot of these great teams. I really want to see how Onyx Esports holds out here as Blacklist is going to be knocking on their door. Complete disrespect. They're walking right up into the base. They want to end this quick. Here it comes. We're already seeing the engagement.
Gago, wait, ulit. Ang ina na, grabe naman yun. Patay agad si Drian, gago.
Up into the base, they want to end this quick. Here it comes. We're
Boom!
Oheb finds it with the perfect execution, getting towards that back line.
Nang ina yun.
Not going to connect onto the right targets as Boots is managing to
Boots.
deny it. Edward is doing a great job. Rage Blades trying his best.
Patay.
A mega kill going over as Boots falls.
Gago, bastos.
Oheb. It's
Grabe, Oheb, man.
Pistol is wide open, and Oheb gonna slowly chip away at the main base. Feathered airstrike again. Keyboy can only do so much.
That damage as well.
Some trouble, Saz. He's trying to hold on Thorn Rose.
Oheb again.
That's a third, and that is going to be it.
GG.
Blacklist International move to the next round.
Sorry.
GG. Well played.
Sorry.
Oh my God! Crisp, clean precision
Sorry.
from Blacklist International.
Sorry na lang.
Filipino champs will dethrone the MPL
Blacklist
and
lives to
MPLI
fight another day.
champions.
And
my
one Indonesia
God,
down.
That was amazing.
One Indo team down.
And what a match!
That
Man, Oheb. Man. Sabi ni Oheb, ano? Edward? Oheb. Hindi Edward. Oheb.
Their performance in MPLI, they've got the
Yabang.
The story still holds true. MPLI, unfortunately, the championship will not net them any further into the tournament as Blacklist International denies them of that. Edward was phenomenal with this last pick, Lapu-Lapu, and we talked about that pick. So much emotion for Onyx Esports and to build up the story of the entire year. They still clap to the victors, but unfortunately, it's the end of the line.
Yep, big props and huge honors to Onyx Esports here, playing their hearts out for this matchup against Blacklist International. Unfortunately, two powerhouses. One may move on, the other goes back home. Let's throw it over to our analyst to break down this final game for Blacklist International.
I can only imagine what it's like to have been an Indonesian fan, because I think this moment right here trumps any other upset in M3 so far.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but we're hearing the cheers coming in from Blacklist International. And again, we do have to say congratulations to Onyx Esports making it this far. They played so well. But again, on the side of Blacklist International, they played basically a perfect game of Mobile Legends BangBang, getting over a 10,000 gold lead without actually ranking up a lot of kills.
Yep, they essentially loaded their save game from game number 1, took all their learnings, all the while, bigger picture here, macro-wise, Onyx Esports tried something completely new.
Yeah, but I feel like this game is also a point of petition to show the Moondot is like, yeah, this hero is kind of unfair, should really be illegal. She's basically a marksman, but with the stats of a mage, where the range of a mage and the availability of skills, she has a lot of skills there. Basically, she can have 2 ults at one point.
Without the downside of these usual spellcaster marksmen. Let's check out the items in again the fastest game in this best of 3. We were expecting to see this matchup prior to M3.
Grabe, 5-0 OHEB. OHEB talaga.
The two strongest teams
Malamang.
in the tournament, but it's come down to this.
Yeah, and again, looking at the kills, 1 to 7. It's not a lot of kills, but a lot of turrets have been brought down, again, because of this B-tree. Once she completed the Blade of Despair, OHEB is like, all right, guys, we won. Let's just push the turrets. And then they push every single one of them with the Renner. And then from the side of Onyx Esports, they tried to scale. And I feel like they were almost getting to that point, but they can't properly engage because this Hylos is a very tanky front line, but it's not a crowd control. It's not a puller. It's
it's not a setter.
That you can set up, especially Leo. You saw how fast he melted.
Yep, it was the same concept of how Boots carried game number 2, wherein they wanted to go in and out, have Keyboy play with Boots, and try to buy time for Drian and eventually take over from there. But it was just too slow of a pace of a plan to try and take down Blacklist, to try and break the code. I also want to note here, Edward was so instrumental in this victory. Pack in some heat. He does have the Rose Gold Meteor, gonna be super key when he's trying to catch out Drian. He doesn't mind all those bats, doesn't mind that Sanguine Claw, and as well is just all the more lethal with those basic attacks, with the attack speed. Looking at the stats, let's see where the damage is coming from based on Blacklist. Oh wow, the KDA machine, the MVP machine in Haji, spacing out the lineup of Onyx that tried to scale. 65k on that far side.
I like the thing that you said, spacing out, because that is the story of this game. Because looking at the side of Onyx Esports, the highest damage is coming from CW, 27,000, and that's actually coming from all of Onyx, except for the side of Boost, which is only 11,000. The rest is ranking over 20,000. And for the side of Blacklist, again, we're looking at Haji, 65. Edward, 35. The lowest damage is on my Venus, 21,000. But that's still very, very impressive. And right now, let's look at the MVP of the game, OHEB, with this Beatrix 5-0 and 0. 71% kill participation, almost 100% turret kill.
Grabe yung mga ulti niya.
It's a new era for OHEB here, earning himself a new nickname, the Filipino Sniper. It's going to be an interesting run for Beatrix. I wonder if this is enough for teams to actually consider, because in the hands of a very skilled player like OHEB, the youngest in the Blacklist family, it's so reliable. There was no true heal besides for Wise and Barat, and that was enough. The few times that OHEB was in trouble this whole game were in game 2, and that's when they had the range advantage. But now that they have all of the space to play, again, bought by that Farsa on Haji, it was just easy pickings. Again, 13 minutes, they closed out this one.
Yep, very easy.
Yeah, right now,
Very easy for Blacklist there.
There's not going to be a lot because, again, most of the highlights that happen in this game is very small skirmishes, or in this kind of situation where from the side of Onyx Esports, they did the best that they can, but even on stage, we can see the frustration in the face, like, what can we do?
Yep, on paper, all these early trades were slowly benefiting Onyx Esports, right? If you're able to get one out of the 2 and then walk away with that, repeat this in a cycle of maybe 5 or 6 times across a 15-16-minute game, you are eventually going to scale. But in this case, Blacks International, they just put the pedal to the metal, gas on the floor, went from 0 to 150, and just ended in 13 minutes. That's why there's very few moments we saw, and that's what eventually eliminated their international rival in Onyx Esports.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, again, they were looking at Drin, they were looking at the Sicilian to really carry the game, late game. But again, OHEB, with that one Renner shot, Drian's HP was gone. Like, how can he dish out the damage when he cannot be in front to actually dish out the damage?
All of the members of Blacks International at this point have earned the spotlight, but in this 3-game series, it's all about OHEB. We're actually going to be throwing it over to Mara once more. Congratulations to Blacks International. GG well played to Onyx Esports. Mara is on the stand right now with Oh My Venus, the queen of MPL Philippines. Mara,
going to ano na, ML na. Naman yan. Ikaw nang pakinggan niya. I'll play a classic. Then afterwards, feeling ko I'll go with ano, with the rank. Uy, Rogen, online na naman. Tingnan nga. May na-miss ba ako ng shot kanina? Wala naman. Wala naman. Okay. Okay. Laro. Kailangan gumamit ng mage support. Mag-gold ba ulit ako? Yeah, gold, whatever. Hindi sila nagsasalita masyado.
Di ko alam, wait lang.
Mga bata. Huwag na. Baka Freya. Panda bear. Ito na ba? The final lineup? Okay. True damage on the next stack. Kaya nag-basic attack din ako kay Gord kahit paano eh. Kasi malay mo, it could proc the passive. Yabang naman ng Ranger skin. Legend. Pero Ling nandyan ang ating pinamumuhi ang kalaban. We'll see.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Mga Eling.
Open your mind. I'm not a monster. I'm a demon.
First blood!
Ay, sayang.
You will never learn. Face yourself.
Nicely done.
Stop pissing me off, or I'll destroy you.
Napranyending
Mystic magic is so wonderful.
Di lumalabas chat.
Imagination is the driving force of the energy.
Di GG live.
Stop pissing me off, or I'll destroy you.
Relog in ko na lang. Restart ko na lang.